Judge Joe Brown speaks on Nolan Wells. Now let's examine the claims, BishopLo IRL. First news first. Family, pull your chairs up because tonight we're going to take our time with this one. Judge Joe Brown has stepped directly into the conversation surrounding the tragic death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. And when somebody with Judge Joe Brown's name recognition, courtroom experience, and national platform speaks, people listen. But here at BishopLo IRL, we have a rule. The bigger the name, the bigger the receipts need to be. I am not here tonight to disrespect Judge Joe Brown.
Fuck Joe
I'm
Brown.
not here to diminish his
Coon
career.
ass nigga.
I'm not here to say the man doesn't have decades of experience in
Coon ass
criminal
Negro.
justice system. But a distinguished career doesn't make every subsequent opinion automatically correct.
Still a fucking coon.
And that's where we're going tonight. Because when we're talking about the death of an 18-year-old young man, we're not playing team sports. We're not Team Joe Brown. We're not Team Don Lemon. We're not Team Officer Tatum. We're not Team anybody. We're Team Evidence. Chapter 1. Who is Judge Joe Brown?
A coon ass nigga.
Somebody's argument, give them credit where credit is due. Judge Joe Brown isn't somebody who woke up yesterday and decided to talk about criminal cases on YouTube. The man has legitimate legal experience. As a prosecutor, he became a criminal court judge in Tennessee. He became nationally known for the television program bearing his name. So when Judge Brown talks about criminal investigations, court procedure, and the legal system, his background deserves consideration. But here's where critical thinking comes in. Expertise has boundaries. Being an experienced judge doesn't automatically make somebody a forensic pathologist. Being a prosecutor doesn't automatically make somebody a marine scientist. Being an attorney doesn't automatically make somebody an underwater recovery specialist. And being
or a great orator,
recreational diver, if that's the experience somebody has, doesn't automatically make that person an expert in aquatic death investigation. Those distinctions matter. Chapter 2, the diving question. This is one of the things that immediately caught my attention.
immediately.
If Judge Joe Brown is invoking personal diving or rescue experience when discussing what could have happened to Nolan Wells, then I want to know precisely what that experience consists of. That's not an attack. That's called establishing the foundation of an expert opinion. Judge Brown
since you're an expert,
knows that
right?
better than most people. Imagine somebody walked into his courtroom and said, "Judge, I'm an expert." What's the next question? Expert in what?
Expert.
Where were you trained?
Mm-hmm.
Who certified you?
How
long have you practiced? What exactly does your certification permit you to do? What experience do you have in this particular area? So I went looking for independent documentation. And as of this commentary, I have not been able to independently verify a recognized scuba rescue diver certification belonging to Judge Joe Brown. Listen carefully.
Well, he said he got
I did not say Joe Brown isn't certified.
Mm-hmm.
I said I haven't independently verified the certification.
Nigga ain't
Those
certified and
completely
nothing but
different statements.
bullshit.
And that's how responsible reporting works. If somebody produces credible documentation tomorrow showing Judge Brown possesses a particular diving certification, beautiful. I'll come right back here and say, receipt received. But until then, I'm not going to convert an assertion into a verified credential. Chapter 3. What is certified diver? This is another thing people need to understand. Diver is an incredibly broad description. A person could have basic recreational scuba certification. Another person could have advanced recreational training. Someone else could have rescue diver training. Another could be a dive master. Then you've got public safety divers, search and recovery divers, commercial divers, military divers, scientific divers, and specialists working with law enforcement recovery operations.
45 different kind of divers.
Interchangeable. If somebody says, "I've been diving for years," fine. That establishes experience. Mm-hmm. It doesn't automatically establish expertise in determining how somebody died. And that's where people watching these interviews have to slow down. A credential can establish competence within a particular discipline. It doesn't create universal expertise. Chapter 4, the danger of the authority effect. There's something psychological happening here that I want everybody to recognize. When somebody famous speaks confidently, people naturally assign additional weight to the statement. That's called authority bias. Put judge before somebody's name and suddenly people assume, well, he must know. No. He might know, but show me why. Judge Brown himself spent a career requiring people to establish facts. So I'm applying the same principle here. Show your work. That's not disrespect. That's intellectual consistency. Chapter 5. Has this become a race war? Now we get into the centerpiece of the interview. The presentation argues that the media has transformed the Nolan Wells tragedy into a race war. Let's deal with this carefully. Because race can become relevant to how people interpret a case. Race can affect public reaction. Race can influence media framing. Race can affect people's trust in institutions. America has enough history behind us that pretending racial distrust doesn't exist would be ridiculous. But here's the problem. The moment the conversation becomes exclusively Black versus white, we risk losing sight of the young man whose death started the conversation. Nolan Wells. The question isn't which racial group won the argument. The question is, what happened to Nolan? Those are not the same question. Chapter 6. Don't let politics hijack a death investigation. This is where high-profile cases get destroyed in the public conversation. Everybody runs to their ideological point. Conservative commentators say one thing. Liberal commentators say something else. Black commentators say somebody isn't listening. White commentators say somebody is making everything racial.
And coon commentators say shit like this coon-ass nigga we about to hear now, Judge Joe Brown.
What does the evidence say? Because Nolan's death doesn't become whether somebody watching Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, or YouTube interprets it differently. Something happened. There is an objective reality. Our job is to get as close to that reality as the available evidence allows. Chapter 7. Theory is not fact. Family, I'm going to keep preaching this until somebody gets tired of hearing me. A theory is not a fact. You can have a strong theory. You can have a reasonable theory. You can have a theory supported by circumstantial evidence. You can have a theory that eventually turns out to be completely correct. But until evidence establishes it, call it what it is. A theory. The same standard applies to people who believe Nolan's death involved criminal wrongdoing. The same standard applies to people who believe there was no criminal wrongdoing. Neither side gets to skip the evidentiary process. Chapter 8.
Don't share your theories with my Uncle Gigi.
Sometimes the most intelligent answer. 3 words. I don't know. Those 3 words don't generate dramatic thumbnails. They don't create viral arguments. But sometimes they're the only intellectually responsible answer.
That's about a paternity test.
What happened at a particular moment? What was somebody thinking? We don't know. Why did somebody behave a certain way? Unless they've explained it reliably, we don't know. What exactly happened underwater? Unless the evidence establishes it, we don't know. That's okay. An unanswered question isn't permission to invent an answer. Chapter 9. What would an actual investigation require? Forget social media for a minute. If I'm investigating a suspicious or unexplained death, I'm building a timeline. Who was present? Who saw Nolan last? What time? What communications occurred? What physical evidence exists? What do photographs or videos establish? What does forensic examination establish? What do witness statements establish? Do witness accounts corroborate each other? Where do they conflict? Are those conflicts material? What environmental conditions existed? What can experts reliably determine from those conditions? And importantly, what can't they determine? That's investigation. You don't begin with the conclusion and work backward. You follow the evidence forward. Chapter 10.
LaKeysha Joe Brown.
Corroboration. Corroboration. One witness tells me something. I listen. 2 witnesses independently tell me the same thing. Now I'm paying closer attention. Video supports what they're telling me. Now we're building something. Physical evidence supports the video and witness testimony. Now we've got serious corroboration. That's how investigations become stronger. But if one person's statement conflicts with objective evidence, that's when investigators start asking harder questions. Not because disagreement automatically means somebody is lying. Human memory isn't perfect. Trauma affects recollection. People perceive events differently, but inconsistencies have to be examined. You don't ignore them. Chapter 11. The autopsy doesn't care about YouTube. Forensic evidence doesn't subscribe to anybody's channel. The body doesn't know whether you're Republican or Democrat. Physical evidence doesn't care whether somebody has 5 subscribers or 5 million. That's why forensic findings matter. But even forensic findings have limitations. A medical examiner can sometimes establish cause and manner of death with considerable certainty. Other cases remain less definitive. That's why commentators
Especially
need to
when you don't have all the
every
body
ambiguous
parts.
finding as confirmation of whatever theory they are. And what the report actually says, not what you wanted it to say. Chapter 12. What Judge Brown gets right. I don't want this commentary becoming one-sided. If Judge Brown is warning people against allowing inflammatory racial narratives to replace evidence,
He's not.
there's a legitimate principle there. Don't prejudge people because of race. Don't decide guilt because somebody is white. Don't decide innocence because somebody is black. And reverse those races, and the rule remains exactly the same. Evidence doesn't get a racial exemption. That's where I can agree with the principle. But that principle also cuts both ways. You can't dismiss legitimate unanswered questions merely because you believe other commentators have racialized them. Two things can simultaneously be true. Public rhetoric can become irresponsible, and important evidentiary questions can remain unanswered. Chapter 13, where I challenge Judge Brown. Judge, here's where BishopLo respectfully challenges you. When you're into outside law and into specialized subjects involving diving, underwater recovery, marine conditions, or forensic interpretation, show us the foundation. Tell us exactly what qualifies you to reach the conclusion. And I'm not asking Judge Brown to prove he ever went diving. That's not the question. The question is, what level of expertise are we talking about? Because the audience deserves to understand whether they're hearing a personal opinion, an experienced diver's observation, a professionally trained rescue diver's assessment, or an expert forensic conclusion. Those categories matter. Chapter 14. Don't confuse confidence with certainty. Some people sound absolutely certain when they speak. That doesn't make them right. I've interviewed people who looked me straight in my face and confidently told me something that evidence later contradicted. Confidence isn't corroboration. Volume isn't evidence. Celebrity isn't evidence. A law degree isn't evidence. A badge isn't evidence. A YouTube channel isn't evidence. The receipts are the receipts. Chapter 15, Nolan's family deserves better than a media circus. This is the part I don't ever want us to forget. There is a family behind this story. They don't get to turn YouTube off and make the tragedy disappear. When everybody finishes arguing, when everybody finishes uploading, when everybody finishes collecting super chats, when everybody moves on to tomorrow's viral story, that family still has an empty chair. That's why everybody covering this case, including me, has a responsibility. Don't turn speculation into fact. Don't accuse people without evidence. Don't manufacture evidence to support
Joe Brown, you's a coon ass
don't
nigga though.
dismiss legitimate questions.
I accuse you of that.
Chapter 16. Let the evidence change your mind. This might be the most important thing I say tonight. If you aren't willing to change your mind when new evidence appears, you're not investigating. You're defending a position. Those are completely different things. If tomorrow investigators release credible evidence contradicting something BishopLo said yesterday, I'll correct it. Because my loyalty isn't supposed to be to yesterday's live stream. My loyalty is supposed to be to the truth. That's what everybody covering Nolan Wells should be willing to do. Chapter 17. This isn't the court of YouTube. YouTube doesn't determine criminal responsibility. Twitter doesn't determine cause of death. Facebook doesn't determine manner of death. TikTok doesn't conduct grand jury proceedings. And commentators don't get to appoint themselves medical examiners. We can investigate publicly available information. We can ask questions. We can identify inconsistencies. We can compare statements. We can demand transparency. But we also have to recognize where our knowledge ends. That's responsible commentary. Chapter 18. My message to Judge Joe Brown. Judge Brown, I respect the resume. I respect the courtroom experience. I respect your right to give your opinion. Your analysis is supported by evidence and willing to hear it. But your reputation cannot substitute for documentation. If you're presenting yourself as having specialized diving or rescue credentials relevant to your Nolan Wells analysis, tell us exactly what they are. Not because BishopLo wants a gotcha, Because verification strengthens credible arguments. And if those credentials are verified, I'll tell my audience, family, Judge Joe Brown had the receipts. That's fair. And my message to everybody else, stop picking your conclusion before you've finished examining the evidence. Don't hate somebody into guilt. Don't love somebody into innocence. Don't make race your evidence. Don't make politics your evidence. Don't make somebody's celebrity your evidence. And don't make your personal intuition your evidence. Ask questions. Demand documentation. Compare timelines. Separate facts from allegations. Separate expert findings from commentary. And wherever the evidence leads, go there. Even when it takes you somewhere you didn't expect. Final closing. Where are the receipts? Family, tonight wasn't about destroying Judge Joe Brown. It was about something bigger. Accountability. Judge Joe Brown spent decades asking people, what can you prove? Where's your evidence? Where's your documentation? Who corroborates your story? So there's absolutely nothing disrespectful about applying those same principles to statements made publicly about Nolan Wells. Judge Brown has spoken. Other commentators have spoken. Attorneys have spoken. YouTubers have spoken. And everybody seems certain. But BishopLo still has questions. And until those questions can be answered with credible evidence, I'm not filling those empty spaces with somebody else's certainty. Because Nolan Wells deserves more than competing narratives. He deserves the truth. And sometimes truth takes longer than YouTube wants it to take. Sometimes truth isn't sensational. Sometimes truth disappoints everybody. But truth doesn't owe anybody's narrative a
And
damn
truth
thing.
always hurts.
So bring me the documents.
Don't forget that shit.
Bring me the forensic evidence. Bring me the verified timeline. Bring me the corroborated testimony. And if somebody claims specialized expertise that we're supposed to rely upon, bring me the credentials. Because this is BishopLo IRL. First, news first. We're going to ask the uncomfortable questions. We're going to correct ourselves when the evidence demands it. And we're going to follow those receipts wherever they lead. Not to the left, not to the right, not to black, not to white. Straight to the truth. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and protect your peace and energy at all costs. Blessings.
Let's get into it.
Federal waterway or body of water is the Atlantic. Here's the way it goes. It's a federal waterway or body of water. It's the Atlantic Ocean, but that island is part of the state of Mississippi. All right? So it's Mississippi jurisdiction. Now, if the death happens to have occurred in the water and it's federal jurisdiction, there's an interesting thing about it. It totally defeats the claim of a homicide, because if it occurs in the waterway,
Listen to this coon shit.
then it's a drowning that's most likely, highly probably accidental. If it occurs on land, as would be the requirement were it an intentional criminal homicide, then it is exclusively within the state
is Mississippi. Just think about it. Shut the fuck up. You sound fucking stupid with your drunk ass. You sitting there drunk as a motherfucker trying to break down this goddamn case with no fucking evidence.
It totally defeats the claim of a homicide.
Totally.
Because
Couldn't be no homicide.
if it occurs in the
Them white boys couldn't have killed that nigga.
then it's a drowning that's most likely, highly probably accidental.
Oh yeah? What if they beat him to fucking stew on the boat? What the fuck is it then, asshole? Just wondering. What if they beat his ass to death on that boat? What the fuck is it then? Is it a homicide then? What if they beat him to death on the island and dragged him on the boat? Because he filmed that fucking fight that was in his phone. Yeah. He filmed that fight where that boy's brother got his ass dusted off, and they dusted his ass off for having that goddamn shit in his phone. Which is why his phone was scrubbed. Like I said from the beginning, it was either him fucking that white girl or he filmed the fight. Well, it turns out that he filmed the goddamn fight, Judge Joe Brown. What we talking about now? Water? Some shit?
If it occurs on land,
Uh-huh.
as would be the requirement were it an intentional
Is it a murder?
criminal homicide,
Is it a murder?
then it is exclusively within the jurisdiction of Mississippi.
Oh, we talking about what jurisdiction is in, not what it is. What in the fuck is this coon-ass coon talking about? Bro, what you say? Let me rewind this bullshit, because maybe I ain't hear you right. But it sounds like some coonery.
And it's federal
Top
charcuterie
coonery. That's good shit. You get the good shit in the charcuterie.
Totally defeats the claim of a homicide, because if it occurs in a waterway,
listen now,
then it's a drowning that's most likely, highly probably accidental. If it occurs on land, as would be the requirement were it an intentional
if they killed him on land,
homicide, then it is exclusively within the jurisdiction of Mississippi. Just think about it. The whole contention is that somebody supposedly, for racist reasons, killed this boy with no motive. Or at least not.
Wait, we got motive. He filmed that fight. And they wanted that goddamn recording gone. Motive. We'll establish that a little bit later. Motive.
Criminal homicide. Then it is exclusively within the jurisdiction of Mississippi. Just think about it.
We got to think about shit.
Somebody supposedly, for racist reasons, killed this boy with no motive.
He's saying as if it couldn't possibly have been for racist reasons. That's how he said it. Like, that's impossible. Ain't no way racism was involved with this shit.
Or at least not one that hasn't arisen many times in the past. They killed him on dry land, an island maybe, but it's still an island that belongs to Mississippi.
Who gives a fuck who the island belongs to, sir? Who gives a fuck?
Jurisdiction. If he got off that island and he drowned in the water,
who owned that goddamn throat? That's what the fuck I want to know. Who owned the throat right now? The throat, the stomach, the shit we need. Who owned that shit?
Boom. That defeats the claim of homicide. So this is the 4th of July. There are 360 million some people in this nation that are here legally, give or take a few tens of millions. And I assure you, there are many homicides on the...
Who gives a fuck about the millions of... Look at this rhetoric that this fucking coon is giving us. What the fuck does that matter how many illegal immigrants got uncircumcised penises and drink coffee in the middle of the goddamn day? And what the fuck are you talking about, sir? Where's that motherfucking throat? Where's that goddamn stomach? And the toxicology, goddammit. We need all that shit. Fuck who owned the goddamn island? Who owned the sands of the beach? What the fuck does that matter? Illegal immigrants running around robbing grocery stores and shit you talking about? What the fuck does that matter, sir? What's the facts? Shit. Shit is crazy. Old drunk bastard. Old drunk ass motherfucker.
That are here legally, give or take a few tens of millions. And I assure you, there are many homicides on the 4th of July. I've even helped pull bodies out of the water who drowned on the 4th of July in a lake.
In a lie, nigga, in a lie, motherfucker. What the fuck? Judge, sir, when in the fuck did you ever hang up your robe and don a scuba diving suit with a mask, oxygen tank like Tracy? Fuck you too, Grandma. I see you done begged yourself a new goddamn car over there, huh? You's a bad bitch. You asked for it and you get it. Ah, she got pasa Honda, bo saha. Was it another Honda? Did you get another Honda? Yeah, she done begged her way into another car and insurance. This bitch can't afford the car nor the insurance. Y'all got to help her do all that shit. Off with her fucking head. Listen, Judge Joe Brown, back to you, motherfucker. You coon ass bastard. How dare you? How dare you? Now you a scuba diver? You done left the judgeship to become a damn certified what? Yeah, the immigrants and shit. Immigrants. Illegally, legal. Who gives a fuck?
And I assure you,
he assures us. Many homicides on the floor. Listen to this.
Even helped pull bodies out of the water who drowned on the 4th of July in a lake, on a beach, in the water, in an ocean, and in various places. I'm a certified
lake, ocean. Let me see what else is that. Cause this son of a bitch right here. This lying motherfucker right here. Holy shit. Boy. Man presided over thousands of cases.
On a beach, in the water.
Beach in the water. He done pulled them out. They had to be in the water, nigga. If you pulled them out, motherfucker, who you think you talking to? In the ocean. In the ocean, man. This nigga was in the ocean pulling motherfucker certified. He's certified now, so we should be able to find this. Couldn't find a record online.
On dry land,
and now look.
But it's still an island that belongs to Mississippi. The feds have no jurisdiction. If he got off that island and he drowned in the water, what winds up happening is boom.
Boom.
That defeats the claim of homicide. So this is the 4th of July. There are 360 million some people in this nation that are here legally.
Were they on the island? That's the only reason why you should bring them up, nigga, if they was on that motherfucking island. Legal or illegal? All this non-pertinent information you giving us, sir. Don't you stop people from doing that shit when they talking to you in the court. Whoa, stop right there. Stop right there. Now, I didn't ask you for all that information. Now, wait a minute. You're not going to come into my courtroom. Ain't that what you used to say, Judge Joe Brown?
A few tens
when motherfuckers used to give you TMI.
And I assure you, there are many homicides on the 4th of July. I've even helped pull bodies out of the water who drowned on the 4th of July in a lake, on a beach, in the water, in an ocean, and in various places. I'm a certified rescue diver. I'm a certified patty master diver. So what in the world are we talking?
Certified patty wagon master. What, nigga? You used to dive off the paddy wagon? What you said, nigga? Because I Googled that shit and I found out you was lying. Nigga. Coon ass lies. That's what it was. You a liar, Joe Brown. And the shit ain't cool. It ain't cool, man. Because you're supposed to be, an authoritarian on this bullshit. What the fuck did I just do? Just rewind this shit. God almighty son of Jesus.
Here's the way it goes.
Fuck! I don't want to hear that shit again. Hold on, let me find my timestamp, y'all. Because this nigga here, Joe, be lying and shit. I can't listen to too much of it. We're going to get into the other shit in a minute.
They have new representation or additional representation. Attorney who he came in on a boat with but did not leave with. They have new representation or additional representation. Attorney.
Nah, I need to hear this lie he was telling about being some damn diver for the rescue.
I'm just not gonna
Probably for the naval fucking
he indicated
for that bubblegum naval bullshit they got going on out there. They call them the Lollipop Drop Naval Academy or some shit.
Of a homicide.
Oh shit. He passion. He got his arm waving. Let me show y'all this coon ass shit. He waving
Where
his
the
arm.
Black Caucus that has done absolutely nothing.
Oh shit. Fuck the Black Caucus. That's what he said. His black ass. That's what his black ass just said. Fuck that Black Caucus.
Lake, on a beach.
Here we go.
In the water.
Right, in the water. In an ocean.
In various places.
Drunk as a motherfucker. You're a certified liar, motherfucker.
So
right.
What in the world are we talking about?
Can y'all imagine this old drunk ass motherfucker dive? Listen. Let me ask y'all a question right now. God damn it. How many people in here? Maybe a couple? I can't see shit. Hey, how many of you motherfuckers believe Judge Joe Brown is a certified goddamn rescue diver? And how many of you motherfuckers believe that if he got his certified ass in the water, he might need a goddamn certified rescue diver? Huh? What y'all think? You think he is a certified rescue diver, or if he got his old drunk ass in the water, he gonna need a certified rescue diver? Put your thoughts in the comments. Let me see what the hell y'all got to say, because I don't like to be, just the only one thinking shit. I mean, shit. This nigga crazy. He crazy. Oh, he think we crazy. Believe that bullshit.
In this
FBI.
Because some pimps are running around trying to fan racial hatred.
I'm fanning the racial hatred like a motherfucker.
Without them going around trying to pimp the situation.
I'm fanning that shit.
Just think about it.
The industrial fan.
Does anyone have for this crime?
What?
Racial hate.
What motive does anyone have? Whoa. First of all, you asking the wrong question, nigga, because we wasn't involved in that shit. What motive did these white boys have for killing Nolan? Well, he had something in his phone that they wanted, and he ain't want to give it up, sir. Boom. Motive established.
Yet the problem is you've got a group of young males who have grown up together from 5 years old, so to speak, in kindergarten, all the way up through the 12th grade, 17
Tubbs,
or 18,
he walking and don't have to
one
put
of
it.
them was playing football in college, so that's 18 and 19.
Oh, shit.
So you got this
Yo, GS, welcome.
of these
Oh, shit.
years where they closely associated with each other, and on a 4th of July holiday, on an island, a small island, shortly off of the coast of a state.
He might have got rescued from his tub.
Where did he go? I guess we need to
Yo, this nigga lying his ass off.
His body turns up within hours in the water.
And what
and it
decade
from
did
the
he?
initial autopsy results that he drowned. So anyway, now all of a sudden we have a federal question.
Yo, this nigga is a lying motherfucker. Do you hear me?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, shit.
To represent the people that they look
You used to
like
respect this drunk bastard? I ain't never respected this motherfucker. Oh, shit. I sold him a fucking, a Ford conversion van at Millennium Mazda when I lived in motherfucking Durham, North Carolina. And his ass lied on his motherfucking application at that time and shit. He's a lying motherfucker. He live in North Carolina somewhere, I think. I can't remember.
These are the exact same.
I didn't sell it to him. I handled the paperwork. One of my salespeople, I sold it to him. A guy named Bobby Brasher. Oh, homosexual. Oh, homosexual. That nigga was 80 years old. Gay as a motherfucker. I said, damn. Yeah, he sure was.
To reduce that black on black, black on white, white on black murder rate that's been going on in the United States of America, until we get an isolated incident like this that has a very low probability of any criminal wrongdoing. And even if it did, What about the rest of the time they have totally ignored the business that they are supposed to be tending to while occupying the House of Representatives or, one or two isolated incidents, the chamber of the U.S. Senate? What is their business?
He lives in Tennessee. Okay.
And this is what they waste their time on. This is small time stuff.
So let me just put this bit of information, because Al Sharpton said this in a press conference. I'm just not going to look for it to play it. But he indicated that Michael Brown, this was the young black man from.
I remember that damn
St.
conversion,
Louis,
man. He bought that shit was like
who was
$80,000 back
police.
then and shit. That shit had every
And that made
fucking thing in it.
national news, and that was during the Obama presidency. He
Look,
said
look at
that
his
he
face.
asked the federal
You
government.
mentioned Obama. That boy, his face get tight. Why your face get tight when that lady mentioned Mr. Obama, sir?
Waste their time on.
Pointing your damn finger at me, nigga.
Stuff.
So let me
This
just
is what?
put this bit of information.
This is what? Small what? Oh shit. What the fuck?
And even if it did, what about the rest of the time they have totally ignored the business that they are supposed to be tending to while occupying the House of Representatives?
This nigga done made this shit political.
One or two isolated
Where politics come in?
The chamber of the U.S. Senate.
How you get into politics?
What is their business? And this is what they waste their time on.
Oh shit.
This is small time stuff.
Oh wow.
So let me just put this bit of information.
Did y'all hear this black bastard? Did y'all hear this black bastard? This Nolan Wells case is small time stuff. As evidenced by the two people watching this goddamn video. Sad but fucking true. Sad but fucking true. That this coon ass nigga is right.
Because Al Sharpton said this in a press conference. I'm just not going to look for it to play it. But he indicated that Michael Brown, this was the young black man from.
Oh, he know who the hell it is.
Who was shot and killed by police. And that made national news. And that was during the Obama presidency.
Look at this coon ass nigga. He like, why is this bitch bringing this nigger up?
Come in and help do an
Let me hit my goddamn gin and coffee.
Eric Holder was like, no. So it's not new.
He drank gin in his coffee.
Will decline to not step in and investigate. They'll leave it to the state to do it. So it's not a Trump thing where people want to say, oh, Trump didn't want the DOJ because they're black. No, Obama did it too. Obama did not do an independent investigation. Brown, when he was shot by cops, they gave it to the state to deal with it. So I just want to also the young men, Nolan Wells' friends who he came in on the boat with but did not leave with, if they have new representation or additional representation, according to TMZ, attorney J. Teller Cox, who represents 3 of Wells' friends, also brought in a prominent defamation lawyer, Edward Andrew Paulzik, to help address what the legal team describes as false and damaging claims circulating online. I think it's Paltzik. Pelstick has previously represented President Donald Trump in several high-profile media-related legal disputes involving organizations including CBS/Paramount, the New York Times, and BBC. The expanded legal team represents Warren Hudson, Jax Pilato, and Morgan Seymour, 3 young men who have faced widespread scrutiny on social media following Wells' death. None of the 3 has been charged with any crime in connection with the case. So I want to play this clip.
May I make a very, very brief observation? Hey, man.
You see the hatred in his eyes, yo? Shit is crazy.
Because if something happened, maybe the Jew slipped and fell, man. They'd be bringing in the FBI.
What the fuck? Yo, Joe, you gotta stop that damn drinking and getting on this camera, brother. I'm telling you.
Involving organizations
Listen to this nigga.
including CBS/Paramount, the New York Times, and BBC. The expanded legal team represents Warren Hudson, Jax Pilato, and Morgan Seymour, 3 young men who have faced widespread scrutiny on social media following Wells' death. None of the 3 has been charged with any crime in connection with the case.
And they ain't gonna
So
be.
I want to play this clip.
May I make a very, very brief observation? Hey, man, if I were you, man, I'd never go out with a black guy, man, because if something happened, maybe the dude slipped and fell, man, they'd be bringing in the FBI, man, and Al Sharpton, and what's that dude's name, man, that chased the ambulance, man?
This nigga is wild.
Crump, man, they'd be bringing them in to look at you, man, if something happened to the dude, man. We can't go out with nobody black, man.
Yeah, well, I want to play this clip.
No, we can't go out with nobody white, man. What the fuck you talking about? You done went and flipped the whole. Yo, he is totally a coon. Did y'all hear that shit? This motherfucker's crazy. And then he got the nerve to put his hand on his head and in betwixt his eyeball sockets on the bridge of his nose. Like, oh man, this is really stressing me. What the fuck is wrong? Yo, where did he lose his blackness? Judge Joe Brown, when did you become a non-black black? When did you become a non-black nigga? Cause I need to know. Which is that goof boy? Yeah, listen to this bullshit one more again. Cause I can't believe I just heard this shit.
Hey, man, if I were you, man, I'd never go out with a black guy, man, because if something happened, maybe the dude slipped.
This is him imitating a white man.
Fail, man. They'd be bringing in the FBI, man, and Al Sharpton.
Why white men shouldn't go out with black men to hang out?
That dude's name, man, that chased the ambulance, man, Crump, man, they'd be bringing them in to look at you.
Because all we do is chase ambulances for lawsuits. That's what he said. That's what that nigga just said. And he's a former lawyer and judge, so he know who chase ambulances for damn lawsuits. This nigga's, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is some bullshit, right, dog? Yeah. Tell him, Remy, this is some bullshit.
And if something happened to the dude, man, we can't go out with nobody black, man.
Yeah.
She said, shut up,
I
nigga.
want to play this clip of
Look at him, he's
Brandon
stressed.
Tatum.
Look at him, he's
sat
stressed
down
out.
with all of the friends that were on.
It's all right,
board
Remy.
that
He ain't
day,
in here. Fuck him.
And this is what
He a
they
coon.
had to
Remy don't
say.
like no coon ass niggas.
If you could go back to the very beginning of this, how do you think this should have played out?
Yo, shut up!
There's always question in my mind that when I go back, I look at what happened, I look at the initial stories with Nolan, and you guys knew him. All right, I didn't know him. I know none of you guys. I just had a chance to meet you guys more recently. But
You
how do you
guys.
think this should have gone?
The boys.
Control the environment. Nolan is found deceased. How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
Well, first off, like I wish we would have never. Like I think about this every day. Like I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I know this would have happened.
What?
Be gone. And,
What?
It's really hard to.
You knew what was gonna happen. That y'all was gonna kill him on the 4th of July? What you saying?
How do you guys think that this should have been?
You know what? It's not time for us to rewind this portion.
First off,
We're gonna let this play out because I'm gonna play this whole video next. Goddamn it. And we're gonna dissect that shit.
Like I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I know this would have happened. No one would be gone. And like it's really hard to think about because it's like I wish I would have done this different or I wish I would have done
Right.
that
You wish you
different.
hadn't concocted all this
One of my
fucking
brothers,
lies
like,
to get yourself in this
passed away, but
barrel of shit that you in now.
from the beginning, I'm glad.
You in a barrel of shit, boy.
I'm glad that we came together.
And we fitting to put the lid on that bitch
From the first day when people started
and put your ass out to sea.
saying, crazy things.
You and your fucking crew of murderers.
Some type of race thing. I think it's really bad.
I'm just fucking with y'all. We ain't gonna get no justice.
People are pushing the
Unfortunately.
narrative, oh, this is a race thing. obviously it's not. I mean, this is like a brother to us. I mean,
What?
Nolan's no different than anyone else in our group, and I just wish this wasn't pushed on the media as,
Oh my
this is a
God.
bunch of white guys that killed a black guy,
Ooh.
or this is you know,
Said that shit too
like in the
smooth.
beginning it was like 4 guys went to a stranded island and dumped Nolan at the island, just left him there.
Wait a minute. Wait. Now, hold on. Now, wait a minute. What you just said? Oh, shit. Hey, did you know that in my experience as a police detective sitting across the table from a nigga, they'll always tell you the truth. You just got to find where it was in the story. Always. They always fuck up and tell you the truth. You just got to find out where in that story they told it to you. And they're going to always remove themselves from it. They're going to always remove themselves from the truth, but the truth is there. And you just heard it. You just fucking heard him slip and say that shit, but it ain't time for me to catch that. I wasn't even supposed to catch that. So ignore I said that. Just ignore it.
To a stranded island and dumped Nolan at the island, just left him there. Like even from the beginning, it was just
and dumped Nolan at the island and just left him there. And dumped Nolan at the island and just left him there. Did you hear that shit? That shit was clear as a fucking bell. You just have to know what you're listening to when listening for the truth.
facts, and they were just pushing this horrible type of race thing. I think it's really bad that like people are pushing the narrative, oh, this is a race thing. Well, obviously it's not. I mean, this is like a brother to us. I mean, no one's.
Are y'all picking up what the fuck I'm putting down here? Or what they putting down on themselves, rather? Are y'all decoding what I'm decoding? The two people that are in the fucking audience.
You know, like in the beginning, it was like 4 guys.
Two people.
It's
crazy.
Dumped Nolan at the island, just left him there. Like even from the beginning, it was just like this thing, and no one had facts, and they were just pushing.
Remember,
this
Bill Duke said,
yeah,
you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right, boy? You know you said 11:30, and now you saying it 12:15 now. No, we got your ass, right?
All of this, I'm glad I was the first one that called Christine Wells that night and told her that we hadn't heard from her son. And I'm glad that I did all of that, but I hate the way this has been perceived by the media.
Yeah, find that shit for me, 918.
This has like been absolutely horrible the way and
Blessings.
things that they've said to us and done.
Welcome to the chat.
Other than that, I mean, there's not much I would change from my point of view and my friend's point of view. I think we did everything right. I know we did nothing wrong. I think it's also
I can't see the link.
That they took something so anti-racist.
Post the link. It won't come up.
Into something super racist. Like they took this is the definition of anti-racism. I mean,
this is the definition of anti-racism right here. This is it, guys.
You know, this is literally our brother. I mean, like we stated, we did not treat him any different. We didn't treat Tristan any different. We don't treat Tristan any different.
We treat all the blacks the same. We treat all our niggers the same. All of our niggers. They get treated the same, like niggers. So we kill them.
And I just think that's kind of crazy.
Morgan, what's your thoughts on this? How does it affect you?
If I mean, first I want to say wish this would have never happened. I wish Nolan would still be here with us
Right.
today.
Sure you do.
And,
you wish he would have never filmed that fucking fight. That's what you wanted to say.
Opinion, I think that
I wish Nolan would have never filmed that fight so we wouldn't have to kill him.
They shouldn't have pushed the narrative from so early. I think that they should have let the local officials.
Well, the narrative that they pushed from early was that he drowned. You're right. They shouldn't have pushed that narrative so early.
I mean,
you're right, sir.
To see that and then do whatever they do, but that's what I mean. I trust the local officials.
What?
You know what? Were these my clients, were I still practicing law, I'd have told him them, shut up, do not go on there, because there's a witch hunt with some little sissified Negroes who are scared of their
this nigga said, this coon-ass Negro had the nerve to call somebody a sissified Negro. Holy shit. And if he was their attorney, their representation, he would have told them to shut what? The fuck up. But no. They got Donald Trump's attorney who say, hey, listen, we're going to haul your asses into court. It's going to be painful. It's going to be brutal.
That's what I mean. I trust the local officials.
The coonery continues.
You know what? Were these my clients, were I still practicing law, I'd have told them, shut up, do not go on there, because there's a witch hunt with some sissified Negroes who are scared.
We on a witch hunt, y'all. You damn right. We trying to find the witches that killed that boy, nigga. And we on their ass. We kind of know who it is. Them little warlocks that took goddamn Nolan Wells' life, you coon-ass fuck. Cash App, $ BISHLO, because they ain't never gonna pay me for this one. God damn, I was so close. And Joe Brown came and fucked everything up for me. Now I can't get paid. Damn.
Of their own shadows who want to pillory you or burn you on a stake of presumption. And it's not cool. So
it's not cool that we presuming these boys murderers. It's not cool, y'all. For goodness sakes, he said.
Well, anyway, they
he in a restaurant
made a statement. It was excellent, articulate, convincing. I mean, that's
I would presume would be going on in the first place. He said the boys' statement was excellent. Riveting. Without flaw. Brilliant. He sold me. That's all I heard.
You know what?
This coon-ass nigga say.
Were these my clients, were I still practicing law, I'd have told them, shut up, do not go on there, because there's a witch hunt with some little sissified Negroes who are scared of their own shadows. Who want to pillory you or burn you on a stake.
Scared of their own shadows. This boy talking big shit here, you hear me?
And it's not cool. So bottom line is that for goodness sakes, well, anyway, they really shouldn't have made a statement. It was excellent, articulate, convincing. I mean, that's what I would presume would be going on in the first place. It's a tragedy.
This is a judge. He's convinced.
Instead of letting the tragedy die down, the flames of grief are being fanned by this bunch of vultures that is leaving Detrius from their foul, lice-infected feathers as they circle around to kill.
Damn, did you hear how he described us vultures, son? Holy shit. He went in depth. That boy is smart. That boy educated. Joe Brown. Coon-ass nigga.
Detrius from their foul,
lice-infected feathers as they circle around trying to find a carcass of a story. Us vultures.
It's all prompted by the wrong kind of thing.
And yours is prompted by gin, nigga.
Right now.
Gin. And coffee.
It needs to stop because people start reflecting.
We need to stop.
This wrong-headed way
we need to let this thing die down.
What they're really doing
we need to stop.
Artists that are boasting about being civil rights leaders are actually doing the opposite. They are evoking
shots at Al Sharpton. He the only civil rights leader involved in this shit, nigga. You should shots at Al Sharpton, goddamn it, I heard you. Yo, Al, get on this nigga's ass. Call him a coon in the sermon. Show him you ain't soft, nigga. You still got it. Remember you took that butcher knife to your chest in 1987? Let them know that's the Al Sharpton that's still running around this motherfucking streets, turning the lights on. Shit, okay? He fired shots at you, nigga. I'm gonna play it again, Al. Real. Call Pops and talk to him about this shit. Pops Green. He'll straighten this shit out.
Is this so-called bunch of civil rights artists that are roasting about being civil rights leaders are actually doing the opposite. They are evoking a nascent race war.
Oh, shit. He said Al Sharpton evoking a race war. That nigga ain't been seen since the funeral. And you shooting at this nigga? What the fuck you doing, man? The man got bad knees now. Okay, let's move on along. We're gonna matriculate through this shit. I got some more shit for y'all. Now we're gonna get into, hold on, where my other shit at? Hold on. Give me a minute. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Shit. Hold on, give me a second. Get my shit together. I can't see shit. So shut the hell up. Now, what we gonna talk about now? I think. Let me see. Let me see if this is. Oh wait, hold on. Might be over here. Let me see something. Yeah, it's over here. Shit. Here we go. I was about to replay some shit for you niggas. Y'all don't want to hear no replay shit, right? All right, so I'm gonna play this commentary I wrote while I set this other shit up. Don't worry about it. I got it. I mean, shit, you know, it's right here. Oh no, that's the wrong shit. See, hold on. Wait, nigga. Hold on. Nope. Disconnect from that shit. Oh yeah. See, that's fucked up right there. Hold on. Let me see something here. Hold on. I'm gonna figure it out. Let me disconnect. This shit here. Okay, disconnect that. Let me see here. Oh wait a minute. That shit pop back up. All right, disconnect that shit there. Let's disconnect this over here. Let me reconnect and reconfigure over there. Okay, no, that's not even set up. Okay, cool. Oh, that's not on. That's what the fuck is going on. First, we gotta get some power on that son bitch. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing shit without power, sir. Nothing. Okay. Let me see what we got. Gonna be trouble. Let's disconnect this from here. Boom. What we got? You got anything? Let's connect that shit. And then let's hear that. Hey, we cooking with motherfucking Crisco now, y'all. Check this shit out. Watch this. Hey, I wrote this shit earlier for this shit here we doing now. So listen to this shit. Right here. Boom.
I found Tatum's recent Nolan Wells interview
Here we go,
update
baby.
material and LaKeysha Keysha's recent Nolan coverage. One caution. Some of LaKeysha's titles make conclusions or allegations stronger than what has been publicly established. So, in your commentary, I'm treating those as questions to investigate, not proven facts. Tatum's best friend's interview is indexed as a roughly 1 to 5726 interview. And LaKeysha's recent coverage specifically pushes theories involving Nolan's phone and the friends. #BishopLo IRL, long-form investigative commentary. The boys break their silence. But what does Nolan's phone say? Family, tonight we're putting 3 pieces of this puzzle on the same table. We've got Officer Brandon Tatum's extended interview with Nolan Wells' friends. We've got the recent reporting and commentary from LaKeysha Keysha. And we've got the one object that cannot sit down in front of a camera, hire an attorney, get nervous, forget what happened, or change its story. Nolan Wells' phone. And tonight I'm telling you, forget personalities for a minute. Forget Tatum. Forget LaKeysha. Forget BishopLo. Forget which YouTube creator you like. What does the evidence say? Because if investigators can establish the forensic history of Nolan's phone, that phone potentially becomes an independent witness to portions of this timeline. First, the boys have now spoken. Officer Tatum gave Nolan's friends substantial time to present their account publicly. That's important, and I'm glad they spoke, because everybody deserves the opportunity to tell their side. But once you tell your story publicly, something else happens. Your story can be tested. Not by YouTube comments, not by somebody saying, he looked nervous. not by somebody analyzing whether somebody scratched his nose or looked toward the floor.
Come on, guys.
I'm talking about
Come on,
evidence.
yeah, we got.
If you say something happened at 4:30, let's see what happened at 4:30. If you say the boat was somewhere, let's see where the boat
Come on,
was.
guys.
If you say Nolan was somewhere, let's see whether there's evidence placing Nolan there. And if you say Nolan's phone was somewhere, let's find out where that phone actually was. Now, enter LaKeysha Keysha. LaKeysha's recent coverage puts renewed attention on something I've been saying needs serious scrutiny: the phone. Her coverage raises questions about whether a phone may have been connected to a confrontation or events before Nolan's disappearance. Everybody hear me carefully. That is something being alleged and discussed. It is not something I'm presenting tonight as an established finding by law enforcement. There is a major difference between somebody said this happened and investigators established this happened. That's exactly why we need the receipts. But LaKeysha's coverage raises a legitimate investigative question. Was there any dispute or confrontation involving a phone? And if somebody says there was, who saw it? Who participated? Where did it happen? Approximately what time? Which phone? Was it Nolan's? Was it somebody else's? Who had the phone afterward? Were messages sent before or after the alleged incident? Does anybody else's video capture it? Does anybody else's photograph capture the people involved? Does location data place those individuals together? Those are investigative questions. Now, put that beside the Tatum interview. This is where things become interesting. Tatum has given these young men an opportunity to describe what they say happened. Good. Now don't argue with them. Test them. Take the interview transcript. Take every material statement. Put it on a spreadsheet. Name, claim, time, location, witness, corroborating evidence, contradictory evidence, unknown. That's how I want to see this approached. Because Nolan Wells cannot sit down for a 2-hour interview. Nolan cannot give his side. So the physical and digital evidence becomes even more important. Question 1. When did Nolan last physically possess his phone? This sounds simple. It isn't. I want a precise answer. Not, Nolan didn't have his phone. No. When did Nolan last have it? Was it in his hand, his pocket, a bag, on the boat? Did somebody see him using it? Was he taking pictures? Was he sending messages? Was he using Snapchat? Who personally saw Nolan with that device last? That's witness number 1. Then, who saw the phone next? Now we're building chain of possession. Nolan has it. Then person A sees it. Then person B handles it. Then it travels somewhere. Eventually, the phone gets back to the mainland. That's a timeline, and every transition deserves an explanation. Question 2. How did Nolan and his phone become separated? This may be one of the biggest questions. If the account is that Nolan remained behind while his phone remained aboard a boat, okay, don't immediately scream conspiracy. Ask how. Did Nolan intentionally leave it? Did he forget it? Did somebody discover it after leaving? Who discovered it? Exactly where was it? Seat? Console? Bag? Floor? Who picked it up? Who was standing there? What happened next? And here's the question I really want answered. When did they realize they had Nolan's phone but didn't have Nolan? That's a significant moment in the timeline. What happened immediately afterward? Did somebody say, we've got Nolan's phone? Did somebody attempt to go back? Did somebody call someone on the island? Did somebody contact Nolan through another person's phone? Did anybody alert authorities? I don't want assumptions. I want the timeline. Question 3. What does the phone's data say? This is where I would want qualified digital forensics professionals involved. Because the physical phone is one thing, the data is another. Depending upon what records exist, what was preserved, what providers retain, and what investigators can lawfully obtain, there could potentially be information involving calls, texts, application activity, photographs, videos, location information, device activity, cloud backups, account logins, and metadata. But there's another important distinction. Absence of data does not automatically mean deletion. People need to understand that. If something isn't on a phone, you cannot automatically announce somebody deleted it. First establish whether it ever existed. Was it uploaded? Was it locally stored? Did the application automatically remove it? Was cloud synchronization enabled? Was the device powered on? What are the application's retention policies?
Oh,
That's why forensic
918 was in
examination
there
matters
live?
more
Oh,
than YouTube
shit.
speculation. Question 4. Was anything deleted? Now, if forensic evidence actually demonstrates deletion, then we go deeper. What was deleted? When? Was the deletion manual or automatic? Was the phone in
Sister
Nolan's
night.
possession at that time? If
Welcome.
not, who possessed it? Can the deleted material be recovered elsewhere? Cloud?
Welcome to the
Recipient's
family.
device? Server records? Another participant's phone? Because here's something people forget. Deleting something from one phone doesn't necessarily erase its existence everywhere. The
Absolutely.
alleged phone confrontation. Now
Videos
let's
either.
return to the issue raised through LaKeysha's recent coverage. If there really was some confrontation involving a phone, don't sensationalize it. Corroborate it. Give me witness A, then witness B. Do their accounts independently agree? Do timestamps support them? Does digital evidence support them? Does anybody have photographs or video? Was the alleged confrontation before Nolan became separated from the group? How long before? What happened immediately afterward? Did anybody discuss it through text messages? Did anybody tell another person about it contemporaneously? That's important, because somebody telling the same story weeks later is evidence investigators can evaluate. But somebody texting at the actual time, something just happened out here, could potentially provide contemporaneous corroboration.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to defend the boys on something, yes. BishopLo is going to say something some people won't expect. Looking nervous is not proof of murder. Period. If 4 young men have spent weeks watching strangers on the internet accuse them of participating in their friend's death, I'd expect anxiety. I'd expect nervousness. I'd expect lawyers. I'd expect families telling them, be careful what you say. So I'm not convicting anybody because they looked uncomfortable sitting across from Officer Tatum.
Sometimes
That's not evidence.
Joe Brown is too
But here's
smart
the
for
flip
his
side.
own britches.
Their statements are now
That's a
available to
fucking
compare
fact.
against evidence. And that's where this becomes important. Don't ask whether you believe them.
That's why we
Ask something better.
raped his ass on
Can
that
their
van
accounts
at
be
the dealership.
corroborated? That's the investigator's
Yes, we
question.
did. We scraped his
Person
ass.
says,
It's every
Nolan said
finance
X.
wall in that motherfucker.
Who else heard it? Person says, we left at X time. What does GPS say? Person says, the phone was
He ain't
discovered
that
here.
smart when purchasing
Who else saw
vehicles.
it?
I'll tell you that
Person
shit.
says, Nolan wanted to stay. Who heard Nolan say it? Person says, Nolan was going to meet somebody. Did that person communicate with Nolan? Person says, we thought Nolan was okay. What did they do when they discovered his phone? Every answer creates another branch on the investigative tree. And there's another phone problem. Don't only examine Nolan's device. What about everybody else's phones? If investigators have appropriate legal authority, potentially relevant communications between
Subpoena the
members
records
of
of
the group
every
could matter
motherfucker involved. The
tremendously.
grandpappies too.
What were people
Because we
saying
want to
to
know
one
what time
another
he
after
texted you and
Nolan
told you
became
about this
separated?
shit, Grandpa.
What did they say when they reached shore? What did they say after Nolan was reported missing? What did they say after his body was discovered?
What did they say to the
Were
Coast
their
Guard
accounts
when they spoke to the
contemporaneously
friend at the Coast
consistent
Guard?
with what they're saying now? That doesn't mean investigators should go on some fishing expedition through
Did y'all
everybody's
know that?
private life. It means relevant evidence
Mhm.
connected to
Stay
a death
tuned.
investigation should be preserved and examined through proper legal procedures. The most important thing LaKeysha's coverage does, whether every theory she advances ultimately proves correct or completely wrong, isn't the point for me. The value is that it forces us back toward a question that can potentially be tested. Shash, what happened to Nolan's phone? That's stronger than he looked suspicious. That's stronger than I don't trust his mother. That's stronger than Tatum believes them. That's stronger than
Tatum
Ben Crump
believes them.
doesn't believe them. Forget belief. Show me the forensics. Shahad and the Tatum interview does something important too. It gives investigators and the public a lengthy record of what these young men say happened. That's useful. But a YouTube interview cannot substitute for a sworn investigative
Y'all
interview.
just watched that shit
Tatum
last
doesn't
night.
have the
How you know
entire
that?
case file. Neither does LaKeysha. Neither do I. And unless
hold
law
on, wait a
enforcement
fucking
releases
minute.
everything, neither does the public.
Wait a
So
minute.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I know exactly what happened to Nolan Wells. No. What I know is that there are questions that deserve answers. Ash, here's my investigative checklist.
I
If I
just
were
watched
reviewing this
Melinda
case file
last
tonight,
night.
these are the questions
What
I
kind
want
of weird
answered.
shit is going on here?
1. Who last saw Nolan alive? 2. At exactly what time? 3. Who last saw Nolan physically possessing his phone? 4. How did Nolan become separated from that phone?
You was in my
5.
bedroom.
Who first discovered the phone after Nolan was no longer present?
What the fuck
6.
is going on here?
Who handled it afterward? 7. How did it return to the mainland? 8.
Crazy
Was
shit.
its data forensically preserved? 9. Is there evidence of deletion, alteration, or post-separation access? 10. Was there actually a confrontation involving Nolan and a phone? 11. Who independently corroborates that allegation? 12. Do the other young men's phones corroborate their accounts? 13. Does boat GPS corroborate their timeline? 14. Do photographs and videos corroborate their location?
Bishop got questions.
15. Do contemporaneous messages match what they're saying now? And finally, does the totality of the evidence tell one coherent story? That's what matters. Don't make the mistake of picking a team. This case isn't Tatum versus Crump. It isn't LaKeysha versus Tatum. It isn't the family versus the friends. And it damn sure isn't YouTube creator versus YouTube creator. An 18-year-old young man is dead. Nolan Wells. That's the story. Everybody else is commentary around it. If the evidence
That's the only
ultimately
curse they allow me to
supports what
type in
Nolan's
that shit
friends
is
told
damn.
Tatum, say so. If the evidence contradicts material portions of those accounts, say so. If LaKeysha raises something that
Oh, when you
investigators
were searching.
substantiate,
Oh,
follow it. If investigators determine a theory circulating online isn't
detective.
supported, drop it. That's integrity.
dumbass.
Closing. Let the phone speak.
I would have figured that shit
Family,
out. God damn it.
I'm going to close tonight with this.
I would
People
have
can
figured it
argue.
out.
People
Shit.
can lawyer up. People can go on YouTube. People can refuse interviews. People can give interviews. People can remember something differently 6 weeks later. But properly preserved evidence doesn't care whose channel is bigger. And that's why I keep coming back to that phone. Where was it? Who had it? When did they have it? What happened on it? And does its forensic history match the story we're being told? Because somewhere between Horn Island, that boat, those young men, Nolan's final known movements, and that phone returning without its 18-year-old owner, there is a timeline. Find the timeline. Verify the timeline. Follow the evidence. And wherever that evidence leads, have the courage to go there. No witch hunt, no protection racket, no predetermined
No
villain,
witch hunt.
no predetermined innocent
Judge
party,
Joe Brown.
just the truth.
I threw that
Because
in there.
Nolan Wells
Judge Joe
deserves
Brown.
more than internet theories. His family deserves answers. The friends deserve conclusions based on evidence rather
You
than
could tell he a
accusation.
fucking Trump
And
supporter.
the public deserves an investigation
Witch
that
hunt.
follows every legitimate lead to its logical conclusion. I'm BishopLo. BishopLo IRL. First news first. And until these questions are answered, we're going to continue looking at the receipts. Not because we want somebody to be guilty. But what happened to Nolan Wells. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and protect your peace and energy at all costs. Blessings.
All right,
You
let's.
can watch Earl Officer Tatum's Nolan Wells Best
Oh.
Friends interview, Update Turn Search 3, and compare the statements directly with LaKeysha's recent
The phone don't lie. New music, the phone don't lie, and then we're gonna get into it with LaKeysha Keysha. Go ahead and stretch your feet, stretch your arms. New music, the phone don't lie.
One vote. Too many questions. Now the boys have spoken. Officer Tatum got the interview. LaKeysha Keysha raising questions about the phone. But tonight, we ain't convicting nobody through YouTube. We following receipt. Run the ready. Now the phone don't lie. Let the evidence testify. Who had the phone when the boat went by? Who touched it last? Tell me when and why. The phone don't lie. Put the timeline side by side. Text and the GPS. Let the records decide.
Welcome in. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're not, BishopLo IRL. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified when this channel drops new content. The phone don't lie.
The boys break silence, now the whole world listening. Tatum got the cameras and the questions are beginning.
Tatum, race bait him.
Everybody got a view, but the question for investigators, what can you prove? Don't judge a nervous face, don't convict from a chair. Don't call somebody guilty because they wouldn't meet your stare. Take the statement, write it down, then compare it to the facts. If the evidence supports it, then the evidence got their back. But if the timeline doesn't fit, don't bend it till it do. Follow every contradiction till you finally reach the truth. Nigga know, nigga know, nigga know, nigga know. So the phone don't lie. Let the evidence
The phone don't lie. Who got the phone?
Nolan wasn't with it when that boat began to go. Who picked it up?
Who picked up the phone? Who brought it back?
So bring that guy, set the boat down. Let the evidence testify. Who had the phone when the boat went by? Who touched it last everywhere and why? The boat by. Put the timeline side by side. Jason Jesus Christ went. Let the records decide. No proof, no gossip, no internet trial. Just follow every message. Oil up the somebody don't recall. Pictures got metadata. Listen, it's got time. GPS may help reconstruct a portion of the line, but BishopLo telling you, don't jump ahead. Missing information doesn't prove that something was deleted. You need forensic examination. You need evidence preserved. Because stolen in this family deserve more than somebody's What do we follow? The evidence. This ain't team, anytime this ain't team come. This ain't about creators trying to make the numbers jump. This ain't team LaKeysha. This ain't team no. There's an 18-year-old young man at the center of the show. His name is Nolan Wells. Say his name and understand the purpose of investigation. Is a finding what the blame. The purpose is finding evidence and whatever the evidence goes. You follow it courageous, even when you don't like what it shows. Somewhere between the island and the water that night. Somewhere between the boat and the fading daylight. Somewhere between the memory and everything they say. There's a factual timeline of what happened that day. So preserve every record in the music we know. Follow every image in the key to its natural source. Don't manufacture feelings, don't manufacture lies. Sound the phone, don't lie.
Shout out LaKeysha Keysha. Go subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. LaKeysha. Hey, LaKeysha Keysha or LaKeysha TV. 2 channels. There they are right there. All right. Let's get into it. LaKeysha, welcome to the stage.
There has been a dramatic turn I feel like we are starting to know why Warren looks very, very sick. He looks as if something is almost eating at him. Now, I have received some information and I have redacted the person's screen information, but we're going to get into it.
Let's do it.
Because what I've been told is there was some kind of fight as it relates to Nolan's phone. As we recall from the very beginning, there was an argument to get Nolan's phone back. And if you guys recall,
I told y'all.
Tristan came out and
From the
said
beginning.
that the phone situation was not him. I'm sorry, it was not Nolan. In fact, it was him. We don't believe that, and I'm going to tell you why. The argument was about a phone. I'm being told that there was a fight, which we already know by Warren's account that his brother was in a fight.
Correct.
Well, I'm being told that that fight was recorded and that his brother got his tail beat.
Awesome.
And that they were mad because Nolan had recorded the incident.
I told y'all that shit.
Now, if you guys look, there's Nolan right there in the blue shorts. However, the lies that we have been told was that this fight had nothing to do with Nolan.
Right.
Let's get into it. Actually, that's a little bit small. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Guys, remember the argument. It was Nolan asking for his phone back. It was because he recorded a fight which a certain individual lost. I believe they're referring to Warren's brother. Warren has already stated that his brother had a fight.
He sure did.
But Warren said that his brother won. I don't think it matters if he got his ass beat or if he lost. But for some reason, it mattered enough that Nolan is no longer here.
Right.
They were mad about it. Nolan did get on the boat at this time, and he got into a fight with an individual. Nolan got hurt bad, or I believe got choked out.
Choked out! Like I said, damn it.
This is why you hear that Nolan is he dead?
I think I said that from day one.
Because he was dead on the boat. So as I stated before,
dead on the boat.
It was something intentional, but let's make sure you guys can follow
dead
the story.
On the boat.
If you have a fight with somebody and you accidentally unalive them, you call the police and go to court, you have to follow the proper protocol. When you cover it up, it is very much intentional because intentionally you covered it up. So when I say I believe it was an accident, I'm saying originally. I also believe that they worked.
I don't believe it was never an accident. Because that boy was fucking that white girl that Bart was fucking. They had plenty of motive, plenty of reasons to kill this little boy. This 18-year-old young man. Dipping in their vanilla pudding with his chocolate pudding pop. As we've been doing for many, many centuries. Shit. They said, no, the buck stops here on this 250th anniversary of us killing niggas.
I want you guys to understand, as you saw that deleted Snapchat, there was an individual, or it could have been more individuals that say she saw Nolan in a fight around the time that they got ready to leave. So now the story has changed.
A little bit.
Originally, everybody said Nolan was trying to get his phone back.
No,
but
they called it.
Somehow that narrative was changed.
They said no. Give me my motherfucking phone. That's what I heard. Give
Nolan
me my
was
motherfucking
there.
phone.
He was in a fight. On the island, he was trying to get his phone back, and he did board the boat. This is the message. Of course, I took off this person's identified information.
Of course, he boarded the boat.
And they say the exact same thing. Nolan recorded a fight.
Heartbreaking interview this morning, and they
That
talked
was his
about
last
the events
recording.
leading up to when they found Nolan's body.
A fight.
And Christine said she noticed she hadn't heard from him and started calling Nolan at
His
8:30.
boy got his ass dusted off.
Remember what Warren said?
And
I was
Nolan
the first one
recorded
who
this.
noticed he was missing. I called to get Christine's number.
And
I called Christine.
We now seeing he shouldn't have.
People at the Coast Guard and was going to call
He
them.
shouldn't
I
have.
was on the phone with them for 20 minutes. Where's that audio? I firmly believe the only reason he called Christine was because they had his phone and they knew she was trying to contact him. He called her at 11, whatever time they called her, to ask if she'd seen him. They knew she hadn't seen him. She was calling his phone and they had the phone. That's what a
Oh,
narcissist
dirty
does.
bastard.
I
I know what
was
you did
trying
last
to-
summer type
I was
motherfuckers and
trying to
shit.
find him. No.
Ooh,
And then the
I know
father
what you
said when
did
he
this
was on
summer,
the
little
island,
niggas.
he went back
killed
and he
Nolan.
said, no, I knew my son wasn't there. Parents know.
Yep, they
No,
killed Nolan.
that's
I know what they
correct.
did this summer.
Warren gives narcissist vibes a narc. Yeah, he gives that. I. And I identified this in my previous video. He makes it seem like he Christine. But when you
Narcissist.
listen to Christine, she had called Nolan, I believe, 3 times, trying to reach him when they had his phone.
And he knew when he got to that house
Felix,
that
welcome.
Jax was not trustworthy. He knew not to trust what was coming out of his mouth. Nolan was like a brother to me. Speaking in past tense when they were just looking for him.
Nolan was like a brother to me. You guys recall my previous video? We talked about they said the family came to their home, asking questions. And what did they do? They called the police on Nolan's family.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, saying Nolan is a brother. I told y'all before, I feel like Nolan was some kind of sick joke to these individuals.
And remember that audio of that unknown girl when we were at Ava's house? We were trying to find out where Nolan was and said, we tried to call him anymore and said, oh, wait, I have his phone. Let me call that Katie girl. The Katie that no one knew. All of a sudden.
The Katie that no one knew.
Or if that audio is real.
So let's get into
The Katie
something.
that no one knew.
As they do interviews, they're really telling themselves. But let's get into some facial expressions.
Uh-oh.
Because you guys know what we do while they're on here disparaging Black people. I believe it was it Warren's brother? Quote me if I'm wrong, or was it Wyatt's brother? One of the brothers, Tyron, was on this good old internet making racist comments about Black people trying to monetize them Black people. One thing us Black people gonna do is we're gonna be all up in your business.
Hey.
Facial expressions.
Hey. These niggas gonna be is all up in this shit.
What is the smirk for?
Smirk.
I mean, we love them dearly.
Look at that. Look at that. Why does he look so evil? Remember when I told you guys in my previous video, I said the reason why they're watching each other is because they want to know when to jump in.
It's all right. Let him keep fishing. He'll have skin
You
cancer
wanna
by the
jump
time he's
in
25.
when you see the person struggle,
Eat his
so that
ass
they don't
alive.
look so obvious.
Ooh, boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka,
Look at
boom,
that.
nigga.
You said,
Put that shit on you, boy.
ew, that's
Killing
he's
that boy
nasty.
like you did.
Nolan is like a brother, and you make that face.
Smirk.
Yeah, I'm a facial expression person too. And if you watch them, you'll know exactly what I'm thinking.
I can say without a doubt, nobody wants
What is that?
to know what happened to him
Nervous. Nervous.
more than we do. I mean, we want to know what.
I mean, Nolan was like a brother.
I mean, he got a right to
Look at
be nervous. He a
Skeletor.
murderer and
This
shit.
boy has lost so much weight.
Come on now, he supposed to be
Did
nervous.
something
He
else.
know he a murderer.
I
Shit,
mean, we love them dearly.
or an accessory at least.
We love them dearly. Look at that expression.
which makes you a murderer
That don't look like
in
no
most
to me.
states. God damn it.
So yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us.
Yeah, okay.
Why do they keep saying the same thing? Nolan was like a brother.
Because it's rehearsed
Please stop.
and coerced.
Without a doubt,
Oh,
Look how evil he looks.
evil.
Did he do it?
Evil.
This is weird.
This is weird as fuck.
what happened. We loved him dearly.
Right.
So yeah,
They keep
Nolan was
looking
like a
at each
brother
other
to
for
us.
you. Struggling.
And I can say
Let me
without
kick
a doubt,
in there when
nobody
you
wants to
struggling,
know
bro.
what happened to him more than we do. I mean, that's.
I think Jax
we
is the
wanna know what-
ringleader
I mean,
in
Nolan
all
was
of
like
this
a
shit.
brother to all of us.
I think that old Jax is the damn ringleader. Look at him.
So yeah, Nolan was like a brother to
He
us.
looking at that. He
And
like,
I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know what happened to him more than we do. I mean, we want to know what. I mean, Nolan was like a brother to all of us. We loved him dearly. So yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us. And I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened. We loved him dearly.
It's just disgusting. Let's get into this. The visible difference in Warren's face. Out of all of these guys, and I could be incorrect, let me know if I'm wrong.
I don't think you are.
Why does he have so much weight loss?
Stress.
Sam here with a Nolan
That
Xavier
stress is eating
Wells
his ass
update.
alive.
And something a lot of people are pointing out
Might be skin
is
cancer
Warren
starting too. I don't know.
and
Might be
how
setting in
much
early.
his face
Not
has
sure.
changed from just the first interview
You know,
a
he
few
done fucked
weeks
up.
ago
That's what it is.
to right now. And it begs the question, like, he looks like he has Ozempic face, in my opinion.
Oh, shit.
But is something eating away at him?
Ozempic
You know,
face.
obviously,
God
this
damn.
has
What
to
the
be
hell is
very
that?
stressful, all of a sudden becoming this
Wait
unwanted
a minute.
celebrity.
Wait a minute. I told somebody they had Ozempic face on this motherfucking got struck the hell. What kind of shit is this? He just gonna slide Ozempic face in there like that. What the fuck?
Was threatened and whatnot, but this doesn't look like
Hold
weight
up.
loss.
Hold up, man. Wait.
My opinion.
You said
is something eating away at him?
Can
You know, obviously, this has to be very stressful.
The
all
cancer
of a sudden
of murder. That's what
becoming
it
this
is.
unwanted celebrity. He talks about where he went into a restaurant
Ozempic
and was
face.
threatened and whatnot, but
That's karma eating his ass up just that
weight
quick.
lost by a man
Listen.
lost his best friend and he just hasn't slept or hasn't eaten and is just doing everything he can to figure out what happened to his friend.
Uh-huh.
It looks like something is literally eating away at his soul. That's all I'm saying. It's just my opinion. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments.
Wait, bro. I gotta hear that Ozempic face shit again, son, because that shit was hilarious, bro. When did you slide that shit? Because you slid that shit in there nice and compact.
Let's get into this.
Like a little tote bag.
The visible
take this to you, son.
difference in Warren's face. Out of all of these guys, and I
Ozempic
could
face.
be incorrect. Let me know if I'm wrong. Why does he have so much weight loss?
He got Ozempic face.
Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. And something a lot of people are pointing out is Warren and how much his face has changed since just the first interview a few weeks ago to right now. And it begs the question, like, he looks like he has Ozempic face, in my opinion. But is something eating away at him? Now, obviously, this has to be very stressful, all of a sudden becoming this unwanted celebrity. He talks about where he went into a restaurant and was threatened and whatnot, but
he got threatened in the restaurant.
This doesn't look like weight lost by a man who lost his best friend and he just hasn't slept or hasn't eaten and is just doing everything he can to figure out what happened to his friend. It looks like something is literally
walk up with your ass in that
eating away
restaurant.
at his soul.
These 5 motherfuckers by accident trying
What
to
do you
get
guys
your
think
ass,
about
boy.
it? Let me know in the comments.
Boy, you lucky if this ain't in Brooklyn.
Well, it definitely looks as if something is literally eating away at him.
Soul.
I mean, in the first picture,
yes, soul.
Opposed to the second picture, he must be half his weight size. he is visibly falling apart.
Damn.
It doesn't look like weight, because I lost my best friend.
Karma might not let his ass make it to court. He might be one of them type that, just decide to wake up one day and just be like River Phoenix. I mean, Kurt Cobain or somebody, I ain't gonna say it, but shit.
Their parenting.
Boys wearing away to nothing.
That's not love. I feel like you even hate
Look at his hat big on his head.
Now that everybody's looking
That
at
used to fit him good.
Just look how he
2 weeks ago.
What is eating away at Warren?
Karma. Karma could turn into cancer, all kind of shit. When you really, worried about some shit.
Totally different.
That's why Paul said, don't worry.
But I want you guys to remember something.
And that's why God said, don't kill.
Warren had lost a large amount of weight. I mean, it looks like that he's a totally different person. Maybe his father. If you guys recall, Nolan's real mom, Katie Hudson Seymour.
That's his real mammy.
She talked about going out to the island for 10 minutes, as she said. She also talked about how she feels like Wyatt. I'm sorry.
Yo, freeze. What's good, son?
How she feels that Warren was
big face. It's crazy.
And that she would never leave him. And that he wanted to stay on the island with Katie. And that Nolan was asked repeatedly, get on the boat. This is what she said.
That shit was like 10 minutes ago, but that shit is still
coming to her house so many times and how they love Nolan. But she didn't show up to the funeral either. But one of the things she said, guys, is please stop hurting
Lordy
us.
Jesus.
My son is beside himself. I've never seen him like this before. And I asked you to please stop the blame. Well, I didn't know what she meant when she said she never seen him like this before. But this is what she was referring to. Apparently, maybe he wasn't eating or eating other things, little things that they take.
That white man.
She said she had never seen him like this before. What is it that Warren really knows about this? Because I'll be honest, it doesn't look like this is weight that he's losing because he lost his friend. Just based on how he has responded.
Oh, this is so unprofessional. I'm sorry, man. God damn.
We have more information.
Free said he got down with this shit.
Right now, we know that Nolan wanted his phone back. And it makes sense why they kept his phone, because allegedly Nolan had recorded a fight of his brother getting his ass beat. And Warren didn't like that. One other thing that our good old TikToker, Keep Panda, who they keep locking all of her videos, she has discovered something else, guys, and we're about to get into it.
Come on, let's get into it.
They try to
check this shit out, y'all.
Not that they
y'all gotta check out J Megan. J Megan, we're gonna check her out next.
See, us people,
JAY
it's just land
MEGAN on YouTube.
But listen,
she goes by name
did
Pink
you
Panda
know
on
they
TikTok.
Storage?
She be uncovering some shit. You hear what I'm telling you?
In that boat.
And there was a white woman right here. She be on that shit.
I'm going to take a couple days off because my brain needs a rest after the last couple of days. Now we know for sure that there was storage in the bow of the boat. All right, so now at this point, I am pretty sure that the Triton was there all day. They didn't switch out the boats. And I'm also pretty sure
Did you all know that there was storage on the boat?
At this point, this is a real video because there's one single frame where you can see Bart's.
Now I want to get into
What can you store there? Niggas if
This
you need
video,
to. A dead
or
nigga if you
whatever
need
this
to.
picture, whatever thing is that they
Cash up
released to tell us that Nolan wasn't on the
BISHLO.
boat, which obviously we can't believe. We know that they have storage, and we don't know what was at, on the bottom of the boat.
Beers and shit.
What we do know now,
because they said they was heavily, drinking heavily.
picture, video,
They had that shit on top where the Coast
And you
Guard
can
could see
also
it.
see the toes of somebody like dangling them off the water. So if the picture or video were AI, it would be a really bizarre thing for it to just kind of throw in. But there's zero question in my mind that this video has been altered. So then the question becomes, why would they alter this video? And the only thing that logically makes sense to me is to alter the identity of the two girls. Because if Carter is the boy in red, Wyatt is the boy in the American shorts, Sart's brother Brooke being the one in the navy blue shorts, and then Ike being the one in the teal shorts.
She got everybody.
Then we've got Warren up here with somebody in this red striped swimsuit, and the girl in the teal swimsuit with the backwards hat. So in this picture, this would be Brooke. This would be Ike.
Facts.
This would be Wyatt.
Facts.
This would be Warren. Which would leave this to be Carter. And whoever this is seems to be very cuddly with Carter. Like, too cuddly, in my opinion, for it to be like a mother or a family member. Thinking about it a lot from the timeline that we have been told. And what we haven't really been factoring in again is the party. Because remember, Warren said he went to the party, but instead of talking with all of his friends, he went upstairs to go talk with his girlfriend's dad. Right. Now, those families are tight. So if that dad of Ava, if that conversation with the dad didn't happen, then they would automatically know that they were lying. So I've been saying for a while that the girl was somehow involved. And mind you, everybody's back on land now. They're getting ready to do the fireworks, and everybody's swimming and drinking still, blah, blah, blah. So what's the excuse for no pictures at that party? They've explained it.
What's the excuse for no pictures on the 4th of July?
All the way during the day. At this point, they're all just being teenagers having fun again, right? So I'm thinking that the brunette girl is Ava, the girl whose house they went to. And she's pretty close with Warren and the Pyron family.
And they're full speed running. And then after that, I didn't see them anymore. They threw on the boat and stuff from there. Yeah, so after we played off, Wyatt kept the boat pinned the whole way, and we ran in the mouth of Fort Bite.
Listen to his speech, and I said this in a previous video.
That's exactly what it is.
This dude
rehearsed.
He can't hold it in anymore. Look. Video.
I gotta get this shit out of me, man. He ready to burst. I gotta get this shit out of me, man.
Where we came from originally, and we turned into Fort Bayou, went in the channel, ran probably 500, 600 yards in Fort Bayou. Wyatt had jumped out of the boat, put the plug back in the boat, so
listen to how he talks.
Like it's rehearsed to me.
This is really wearing heavily on him.
Access water. I mean, so water didn't keep pushing and filling back the boat.
According to their own words, they went into the mouth and then they turned and they went about 500-600 feet. Now, mind you, the party house is right around, but they go past it and then loop back around. However, Warren just admitted that at some point they had to stop and Wyatt jumped in. Even then, you heard him stuttering over the story. Like, it wasn't a smooth transition. Because I think that would explain why they would go back to this party, because obviously they can't cancel the party. That looks really suspicious. Then, my theory has always been that the guys all, like, broke off and, like, talked to the parents about what was going on, and that's when they formulated their whole, we'll call her and then we'll call the Coast Guard plan. Remember, she is related. Somehow I can't figure out, but she is related through marriage to the lieutenant that wrote up the very initial report we've seen. Because remember how Morgan claimed that the picture of the boat stuff was circulating around Snapchat?
She's related to who now?
Christine didn't.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wrote up the very initial report we've seen. Because remember how Morgan claimed that the picture of the boat stuff was circulating around Snapchat and stuff, even though Christine didn't post it to her Facebook page until the next day. Listen to this.
His mom was, what was he wearing? And so we were trying to remember what color shorts were. We couldn't quite figure that out. I said black. Yeah, I think we said black. I really did. And he was wearing navy blue shorts. Yeah, it was like dark blue shorts. Dark. I said black because I was trying to piece everything together. And so at this point, we're freaking out. We don't know where our friend's at. And the girl that took the trunks he was wearing. And his mom asked for that to post on Facebook to say, if you've seen him, whatever, this is what he was wearing.
So remember, the girl who took the picture with the digital camera was on Wyatt's boat at the beginning of the day and then was there with them at night when they were having this discussion. So she had to have been there at the beginning and at the party at the very least. Then we remember that the original shorts picture, well, that wasn't the color of his shorts, as we now know. So we also know for a fact that this picture did not get sent to Christine until July 5th, meaning that they had to have had that picture and then not sent it to her for hours. Because they also said this.
And so that's what we sent to her. Or that's what she sent to her, because we're just trying.
So they corrected themselves. He said, we sent it.
Right.
No, she sent it. So on July 5th, Christine said that they have been up for almost 48 hours straight. And then the very next post above.
It's interesting, though, how they criticized her in the previous video for posting the picture that they actually sent to her.
Are the same pictures, but better quality. Why did it take so long to get these pictures to them? Oh, and y'all, now that I said that, I realized. So all of these pictures had to come from the same digital camera, right? Meaning this picture did as well. And since I've already proven that this picture had used AI to do something weird because, you know, there was no little bar here, only explanation for using AI on just this little part would be to obscure the reflection that was in this poll of the person who was taking the video. Or the pictures. Oh my God, yes. That makes sense. Love it when I figure that stuff out in real time for you on camera. So it makes sense to me that this photo video thing was altered to cover up this girl's swimsuit. Because let's face it, this swimsuit is the ugliest thing. It has like supposedly like sleeves and it's a tank bikini, but it goes like in a weird cut, but it's ugly and it's clearly not what these beauty queen girls are wearing to a 4th of July beach party. So I'm like 70% sure that this is Ava. Oh wait, oh my God. Wait a second. Shown y'all guys before that there's 4 boats out here, this little cluster, right? But I'm looking at these weird pink lumps and stuff at the front of the boat, Bart's boat here. Is that a pile of life vests? I'm realizing there's not 20, 30 people on all of these boats. Like, I'm seeing 10, 12 people here tops. Let's not forget what a full house looks like on these boats. Because even in this video at the meetup place, there's not 20, 30 people getting ready to get on these boats. I mean, the boat left at 9:56, according to the GPS. We got like 7, 8 people here, like 6 people here. Also, if they were legitimately needing to be towed and they were trying to get the water to run off, why are they all spread out on the boat? Why are they on the boat in general? Why didn't they just get off on land or get on another boat? Trying to get the boat to tip up and go planing. Why do you have over half the boat on the front of the boat? These are experienced fucking fishermen. They know better than that. Yeah, I've never thought of that before. If the boat was sinking, why are they even on the fucking boat? Yeah, and if it was so common and so easy to ride back with other people, you know, strangers on Horn Island, why did they need to load everybody on the boat? Or were they yelling at Nolan to get on the boat? They didn't need to get him on the boat. Now that I'm looking at this, doesn't it look like Warren is on the phone? Could this have been when he was calling his mom 8 times? Also, one more thing that stuck out to me.
Also, guys, one thing that Pink Panda didn't mention, I'm going to kind of back it up. Do you all see that leg? What the hell is that leg hanging over there? Is that real? I mean, please let me know in the comments. Because I also have this picture. Doesn't that look like a black leg?
These are experienced fishermen. They know better than that. Yeah, I can't believe I've never thought of that before. If the boat was sinking, why are they even on the fucking boat? Yeah, and if it was so common and so easy to get, ride back with other people, strangers on Horn Island,
The boat is sinking. Why are they even on the fucking boat?
Or were they yelling at Nolan to get on the boat?
Good goddamn question.
Now that I'm looking at this, doesn't it look like Warren is on the phone? Could this have been when he was calling his mom 8 times? Also, one more thing that stuck out to me.
We called law enforcement. I was with Wyatt at the time after we left Jackson's house that night.
Big face
I was with
bastard.
Wyatt and
Big face.
one person we were with saw their location was actually headed towards Wyatt's house. And so Wyatt got on the phone with 911 and was like, hey, these people are on the way to my house or already at my house. My mom and my dad are there alone, and they know nothing about this.
I stumbled over his words from beginning to end in that story, so I don't believe any of it. But the one thing that sticks out to me was the phrasing, they don't know anything about this. If people are heading over to your house, Why wouldn't you call your mom and dad before you called 911?
And we spoke about this in my previous video.
We
You
have.
give them the address, and then as they head over, you call 911 and panic and make it seem like these people are going over to your mom and your dad's home and they don't know what's going on. And then you play this white card, boogeyman card, come get these terrible black people card.
Because it sounds like he was trying to keep his parents out of the loop of this story, which as a teenage boy implies that you have something to hide. Just a lot of different things to think about, right? All right, after this, I'm probably going to take a couple days off because my brain needs a...
So you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments, of course. We got to stick with this story. As it was originally reported, Nolan wanted his phone. All he wanted was his phone. Here's the proof to prove it. The story that Nolan never got on the boat is simply because Nolan got on the damn boat. And what happened to Nolan, when we heard that on
Damn! In the
the
church.
call.
Hey, listen. That shit went over your head, I know. Listen to what the fuck she said.
Nolan got on the damn boat. And what
It's tripping, son. How we know he got on the boat.
Originally reported, Nolan wanted his phone. All he wanted was his phone. Here's the proof to prove it. The story that Nolan never got on the boat is simply because Nolan got on the damn boat. And what happened to Nolan?
That's a service right there. That's it.
Ceto call.
Shit, service over. Fuck. What the fuck y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Y'all must have missed it. Shit. The reason why is because the nigga got on the damn boat. Shit. That's what I'm talking about now. You talking right. Okay, hold on. I got another one for you here. From, you know how we gonna do that. Let's do it this way. We just watch it. Let me see. All right, let's do it like this here.
Story that
Hold up, sister. Let's see something real quick. There we go. That's how we do that shit. Wait a minute. Which one was that I was watching? This one. Shit, I can't see nothing. See if I can do it this way. I don't really want to get into the D4 VB case. It's a fucking waste of time. I don't know why they even wasting time with that fucking wasting resources on that goddamn case with D4 VD. Like, nigga, your last initials, the last two letters of your name is VD. You getting locked up, okay? Fuck that shit. Just for that shit. You lock your ass up. Let me see. Is this it? Let's see. Dope smoking pedophile. Yo, that's a hell of a fucking thumbnail, son. Look at that shit. Dope smoking pedo preacher. Yo, oh boy, I be coming up with some wild fucking thumbnails. Well, I swear for goodness. Let me see. Oh fuck. I I ain't got it. So, and I ain't picking you up. So, you keep on knocking, but you can't get in. I'm working. Oh, not happening. Let me see. Where's this shit? What am I looking for? Oh, I think this is it.
Walked over to the beach, and I didn't walk over. I ran over. I made a beeline. I didn't talk to anybody. Put my drink down and walked over there. And my brother was kind of angry, and there was a lot going on, but someone was getting pulled away. I don't know who it was. And my brother was like, "Oh, I just got in a fight," and this guy punched me in the face. And I punched him right back.
This guy punched me in the face, and I punched him right back. This is what Warren is saying his brother said.
Then I went to the ground. My brother put him in an armbar, and
his brother put the guy in an armbar. If you guys are familiar with an armbar, it is a martial arts and grappling submission hold that isolates an opponent's arm.
That's right.
And hyperextends the elbow joint.
Mm-hmm. Breaks it when I do that shit. If I get your shit, you're going to be broke like a chicken wing. Snap, crackle, motherfucker, pop.
Forcing the opponent to tap out.
Tap out, nigga.
Now, did this guy pass out that he was fighting?
Probably died.
Because Warren said he put this guy in an armbar. Who did he put in the armbar? Was it Nolan?
Nolan? Absolutely not. When I was over there was a bunch of younger guys like my brother's age, and
do you notice his response? Absolutely not. He absolutely
unequivocally.
Nolan.
Absolutely the fuck not. Why would you even ask me some shit like that?
Because they actually said they asked Nolan to get on the, demanded him to get on the boat.
Get your ass on the boat, Nolan. Come on, man. Get on the boat.
They had to get that part.
Nolan said, no.
They did tell him to get on the boat.
Not me.
But Nolan was not around during this time. He knows for sure. Now, during a squabble or a fight, how many
boy got
do
mad
you know
squabbles.
who's there?
And I mean, Nolan, I never saw Nolan over there. No, absolutely not. And
no, absolutely not. No, so he couldn't have filmed it. He couldn't have filmed it because he wasn't there. I didn't see him. Absolutely not.
How many do you know who's there?
What's your question there? Ma'am, what's that? What's it again?
Was it Nolan?
Is Nolan involved in any of this?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
When I was over there, was a bunch of younger guys like my brother's age, and
do you notice his response? Absolutely not. He absolutely, unequivocally did not see Nolan.
No.
But for some reason, nobody knows where Nolan was.
He's black, so I would have seen him, you know?
Because they actually
stands
said,
out.
they asked Nolan to get on the, demanded him to get on the boat, which is crazy because at first they said they didn't see him, but then they had to get that part in that, they did tell him to get on the boat. But Nolan was not around during this time. He knows for sure.
And we know because we took a head count.
Squabble or a fight, how in the hell do you know who's there?
And I mean,
because you count everybody in attendance when you squabbling. Shit.
Absolutely not. And
know how many niggas you see gonna drag this one?
Over to see the fight like everybody else. Because if it was a fight, generally that's what young kids, teenager, young adults, that's what they do because they like to film the fights.
Okay, sorry.
World Star got created on that bullshit.
Train
you get ready to go. There's an issue with the boat.
Okay, yeah.
And this is what
motherfuckers getting dragged across the screen. World Star.
Totally lost this train. And this Negro podcast has to help them out.
Scuffle. I'm assuming that it was cleared up.
That's a coon cast.
You got your brother out of
Fuck
that
you
situation.
Coon cast.
How did you find out that this boat is sinking?
Well, I walk back over and
keep in mind, guys, I believe the sinking boat was nothing more than an alibi to try to cover up what had happened on the boat. We've heard that CISO call so many times. What we all agree to is that there was not an emergency. There was no emergency
None.
on that boat. Well, there was an emergency, but it wasn't. The boat was sinking.
None.
Like we're probably around each other for a little bit. I mean,
No emergency,
I
just a
wasn't
bad
just I
nigga.
wasn't
That ain't
thinking
an
anything about
emergency
my
in
brother. I
Mississippi.
pulled
What
my
you
brother off the
talking
beach.
about?
And I was just like, listen,
Same
calm down.
motherfucking
Hang out
summer.
with us, calm down. I mean, he was calm, but I didn't want anything else to happen, And so once I got back over the boat, I got on the Triton, and the Triton had probably about 6 inches of water up to the transom.
Find him on the edge of the beach, dead.
Okay, so I'm going to
Talk
start
about
to
Mississippi,
explain
baby.
the water situation,
Fuck
and we've
around and
heard it a
find out.
dozen times. But what I want you guys to understand,
Shit is crazy.
his brother was pissed. Generally, if you won, you're generally not that pissed. So it leads me to believe his brother got his ass whooped, is what I think.
Got his ass tapped.
Happened. Nolan wanted his phone back because Nolan had recorded the fight. This is all obviously allegedly because I don't know.
Allegedly.
Because this individual lost the fight, and I'm assuming it was the brother. They were mad that Nolan recorded this fight. That's what I'm being told. Nolan did get on the boat, and he got into a fight. So when you guys say, or they say, what happened to the boat? In the midst of whatever happened to Nolan, they panicked. And if you don't recall, let's recall a little bit of this interview. In this interview, after they said that the damn boat was sinking, he goes on to say that there was really nothing wrong with the boat, and it probably was water from people getting off the boat and in the boat.
What?
Can you please make this make sense?
What the fuck?
So the boat wasn't really sinking now?
Good friends with Wyatt, and that was his boat. And no water's coming out, no access water's coming out, and it was a big issue because I think the reason was because there were so many people getting on and off the boat, and at some point the boat was very, very crowded, and there was just a lot of people on, so that it drags water in, and eventually.
So basically, he says that okay, I think what happened is people getting in and out. Well, that makes sense. But how would you think that the damn boat was sinking? Because they made mention of all of these technical things that was not working on the boat. But then to reduce it down to the boat wasn't really sinking. It was just the water from people getting in the boat and off the boat.
I think over time we were out there for a couple hours.
Now, another thing I want to get into. There's a picture that has been circulating on TikTok. And I want you guys to see this picture. I don't know what this is. I cannot confirm if it's real or not, okay? We don't know what's going on in this case. But this picture looks like somebody with somebody in their hands. I don't know, in their arms. I'm sorry. I don't know. But it looks like some people there are watching. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about that picture. I'm not sure, but let me know if you find that anywhere online. Another thing that I thought was extremely important as it related to this case. We can never forget what we originally heard. And what we heard was Nolan asking for his phone.
My motherfucking phone. What I heard.
Was Nolan asking for his phone because allegedly he recorded somebody who had got a butt whoop?
Looked like it was right
I
after
guess
the
I would
same
be
fight,
upset if
so
somebody
I'm thinking-
recorded me getting beat up too. But I'm just saying, that is what I'm hearing. We don't know, but hey.
Hey, nigga, what
I also thought it was very important to pay attention to how these boys, after people zoomed in on their faces, the different facial expressions they made when they spoke about Nolan.
Oh, you're dead.
We loved him dearly.
We loved him dearly.
So, yeah, Nolan was like a brother. I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened to him more than we do. I mean, that's. We want to know what.
I mean, Nolan was like a brother.
Yeah, because
to
they
all
don't
of
know.
us. We loved
Shit.
him dearly.
They want to know.
So, yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us. And I can.
Nolan was like a brother to who? Look at his face. He's giving a face like I hate him and I wish we can stop talking about him. Look at how he's looking.
To say without a doubt, nobody wants to know
what really happened, Warren. I know you want to tell us.
What happened?
We loved him dearly.
Look at that. Look how he's looking at him. Yeah, this is not giving I loved him dearly.
So, yeah.
Look at that. This is disgusting.
Nolan was like a brother to us. And I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened.
Look at his mouth and movement. Like, what does this even mean?
To him more than we do.
What is that?
I mean, that's.
Days off because my brain needs a.
So you guys let me know what you.
How do you think this should have played out? Because I always question in my mind that when I go back, I look at what happened. And I'm glad that we were able to get other perspectives. Now that we have Ed here, Ed is a defamation attorney. And I want to start with you, Ed. You know, why did you choose to work with the boys? What's your plans? What do you expect? What's your expectations when it comes to defamation?
Well, I think an injustice in one place is an injustice everywhere. I hate lying. I care about the truth, but most of all, it's the actual people
who are involved here. So first of all, I just want to say Tyler Cox really welcomed me here. My co-counsel. He's an incredible human being. He's an incredible attorney. And then after that, I had an opportunity to meet these incredible young men. And I just gotta say, these guys are beautiful. Warren, Jackson, Morgan, just beautiful people. They're really decent human beings. They're just great people. And you know, that's why I'm here. This is a very sad situation, but it's also a very human situation. And so you guys have, you know, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life. Young guys being in college, you know, having a typical experience. Then you lose your friend, Nolan. And after that, what has life been like for you guys? I think like ever since it happened, my life just like hit like a hole. Like it just stopped. And I mean we just gotta live day by day from now on. I can say definitely a whole flip upside down for our lives. It's like even going out, you know, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us, get spotted, try to beat us up potentially or even worse. We're really just trying to stay low key and not go out as much or anything like that.
It's been hard because my friends and I are people. I mean, we like to be out, hang out outside of our friend group, and not being able to like go to certain places or walk around in public because our head's always on a swivel. It's really affected all of us. I mean, especially in like my family's standpoint. My safety comes first. My friends and family safety comes first too, and it's been really hard for my family as well as me, and it's hard, but we're just going day by day and just trying to get through every day. Can you give me some examples? You guys have things happen online, threats online. Have you guys have any examples of accosting you or anything like that? Yeah, we've had countless death threats online. Been spotted. I mean, people have obviously just pointed us out. I mean, as a group and even on a one-on-one setting, I think it's really just like awkward because I don't want to talk about this, and I know my friends don't want to talk about this any more than we need to. We're still mourning one of our best friends' death, and
Shit, it's probably awkward for Christine and Elmo Walmsley Wells to walk past that damn bedroom and not see their son in there. Or to know that he ain't in his college dorm like he was supposed to be. It's probably awkward as hell for them too. Shit. Poor thing, you. It's awkward for him. Going out now because he's a suspected murderer. Oh, shit. Maybe you ought to hire you some protection. Yeah. Maybe you ought to have your parents hire you some protection. Protection. Maybe you should get some. You might need it. I'm not talking about no damn Allstate neither. No State Farm.
Like sometimes we just need some alone time, or sometimes we just
Alone
need to,
time.
you
We gonna
know,
get shit. We
lay
trying to
back
get
and
some
not be
alone
around all
time
this.
right
And
now.
I mean,
We working on it. We working on getting all you motherfuckers some alone time, since that's what you need. Amen, church.
like awkward because I don't want to talk about this. I know my friends don't want to talk about this any more than we need to. We're still mourning one of our best friends' death, and it's hard to speak about it when, like sometimes we just need some alone time, or sometimes we just need to, lay back and not be around all.
Listen, I mean, I've been called out in public, and I haven't been in public that much. I know my friends have had encounters in public. The threats have been insane from, my stepmom, my dad, my mom, everyone, including my brothers, my sisters, and it's just hard. I mean, it's unbelievable where, this has been taken to and the level of where this is at. When you say you've been called out in public, can you give me an example of what do you mean? People are threatening you with weapons? People are, not allowing you to deny your service? Because I he went to a porn store. How are they bothering you, buddy? They didn't even let him buy Gatorade. Yeah. If you experiencing things like that or something totally different. Right. I wouldn't say like that. I think. Let me lead you into the lie. Anything, but like Tracy, it's hard to hear from a good friend of mine that he's getting denied a Gatorade and a Red Bull before work and having to
It's kind of hard for him to hear of his friend being denied a Gatorade. Holy shit. Or a bottle of water before going to work.
That or something totally different.
Right. I wouldn't say like that.
Let me think of a lie.
I haven't been denied, anything, but like Tracy, it's hard to hear from
Tristan.
a good friend of mine that he's getting denied a Gatorade and a Red Bull before
Red Bull.
and having to, like he calls me, dude, you won't believe what just happened. He got called out at Walmart someone called him out at Walmart and was like asking him all these questions and trying to press him about it. And it's crazy to me. Like,
it's crazy to
we
him.
live in a very tight knit.
This is crazy to him. Like, why are they doing this to us? Are they fucking serious? Why are they doing this to us? We're nobodies. Just leave us alone. We want to just forget about. We want to forget all of this happened. All right. Jeez. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. This is crazy as shit.
Community and for people to, push back.
Oh, we know how tight your fucking community is, bro. We can't. We know how tight you motherfuckers are now. We done found out. Y'all don't be playing over there where y'all at in Ocean Springs, goddamn it. Don't take your black ass to Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I'm telling you right now, goddamn it, gonna be trouble.
Like, he calls me, he's like, dude, you won't believe what just happened. He got called out at Walmart.
Dude,
called him out at Walmart.
Somebody like, fucking called me out at Walmart, dude. Fuck.
It's crazy. Like,
dude, this shit's getting crazy, man.
Very tight knit community, and for people to
community.
Push back and say these things when they know what Ocean Springs is like, it's really hard. I mean, I don't think I've had personal encounters, but I know
you heard
guys and stuff like that. They have. So.
Oh yeah. Not you though.
As an attorney that's representing these boys, I mean, what does that make you feel like? Do you feel like you got a good case here, or what's
your perspective in that? Because people are online, and obviously they know who you are. Obviously they know you represent Donald Trump in some pretty high-profile cases. And so or at least when you work for the young men here. Work for. Say things like they've been accosted, they've been, threatened online. Does that make your case a greater case, or how do you work within what's happening to these young men? Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened, but unfortunately, because there is a case, and now it's multiple cases. An attorney says he wishes there was no case. I wish I didn't have to make this money. Shit. Oh, boy. I guess I gotta just make this money then. Fuck it. But I wish that there was no case. I wish this never happened. Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened, but unfortunately, these things did happen. There is a case, and now it's multiple cases. And let me tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about my guys. If you lie about my guys, listen. If you lie about my guys, I'm coming for your ass, all right? Listen. You tough guys out there. You want to talk shit about my guys over here, my boys? Yeah. We're going to fucking bring you to court. Listen. You guys want to stop now, I'm telling you. Because I fucking represented Trump. You know what I mean? You know who I am. You know what I do. And these are my guys. Unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now it's multiple cases. And let me tell you something. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers want to talk shit about my guys? About my boys? Oh yeah, you getting a case. I'm gonna be like Oprah out this motherfucker. Look under your goddamn seat. You get a case. You get a case. Let me see. What the fuck you looking at? You get a case. God damn it. Putting cases on all you bitches. 24-hour lockdown, bitch. The shoe program. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, gonna get you. And you're gonna be hauled into court. You're gonna be held accountable, and it's gonna be very painful. We're gonna haul you into court, okay? We're gonna fucking sue the pants off of you. We're gonna get judgments. We're gonna get liens. It's gonna be very painful. You understand? All right, all you fuckers out there that talking bad about my guys, my boys, these great American youth. You stop talking about them right now, or we're gonna sue you. We're gonna haul your ass into court. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now's your chance. If you want to apologize and retract, before you find yourself in court, you should probably do that now. Let me give you guys a little fucking ultimatum, you understand? You fucking apologize, you cease and you fucking desist right now, or listen, let me tell you, I worked for Trump. So now that you've joined, or at least then you work for the young men here, you hear them say things like they've been accosted, they've been, threatened online. Does that make your case a greater case, or how do you work within what's happening to these young men? Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened. But unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now there's multiple cases. And let me tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about Tyler's guys here, if you lied about Morgan, if you lied about Jax, if you lied about Warren, we're going to get you. And you're going to be hauled into court, you're going to be held accountable, and it's going to be very painful. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now's your chance. If you want to apologize and retract before you find yourself in court, you should probably do that now. Right. Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, now you just can't leave. Altar call. Will there be one? Come on, step up to the altar. The altar of sacrifice. Come on up here and apologize to these fine young men. And save your soul from me hauling your ass in the court. And suing the fucking pants off of you, because I'm a tough attorney. MAGA. Trump. You guys know, come on. You won't be able to get out of it. You're not going to be able to get out of court, let me tell you. Can't get out of court. If you lie about Warren, we're going to get you. And you're going to be hauled into court, you're going to be held accountable, and it's going to be very painful. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, these motherfuckers might as well have on Confederate fucking t-shirts and fucking Confederate flag hats. I bet you they got a goddamn General Lee parked outside, and they get out, they're gonna be, yee-hoo! We fooled another nigger. There's your chance if you want to apologize and retract before you find yourself in court. Eat a dick. Do that now. Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, now you just can't leave. Oh shit. You won't be able to get out of it. Fuck. And we're not gonna name names because there's some other folks who are doing that, and we want to be better than that. Right. And I want to emphasize this, right? We're not here to guess. We're not here to speculate. We're only gonna deal in facts. Right. Right. Here's the most important thing. Come on. Right? We don't know the takeaway. Nolan Wells died. No one here is saying we know. But what we do know is Morgan, Jax, and Warren had nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death. And that's what's important. And because there are people who want to divide a town and come in from the outside and tell people what to think and pit neighbor against neighbor, it compounds the tragedy. It magnifies the tragedy. And I just want to say this. I'm thinking they did that when they killed the black guy. I'm thinking when they killed the black guy, they put neighbor against neighbor. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, here's the thing, Come on. Forget about it. attorney. Jesus. And pit neighbor against neighbor, it compounds the tragedy. Well, the Bible says, and I just want to say this, neighbor shall rise against neighbor. Because my friends here, Morgan, Jack, and Ryan, these guys are not just the finest that Ocean Springs has to offer, finest that Mississippi has to offer. These are the finest young men that America has to offer. Oh, shit.
These young men right here, Ozempic Face and his two buddies, are the finest young men that America has to offer. I'll be damned. Shit. This the best we got? 3 murderers? 3 co-conspirators? 3 co-defendants?
These guys,
That's what the fuck they gonna be.
Ocean Springs has to offer. Finest that Mississippi has to offer. These are the finest young men that America has to offer. You know, really great people. And Tyler actually taught me good Ocean Springs people. That was one of the first things I heard when I got here. So I'll just
say that, the good Ocean Springs people. Sorry to interrupt. I know you has to offer. Finest that Mississippi has to offer. These are the finest young men that America has to offer. You know, really great people. And Tyler actually taught me good Ocean Springs people. That was one of the first things I heard when I got here. So I'll just say that, the good Ocean Springs people. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're enjoying this incredible interview. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and also join our membership program. Let's get back to the interview. This is crazy work. These young men had nothing to do with it. Confidence is not a strong enough word. In fact, beyond a reasonable doubt is not strong enough. There's a 0% chance that they did anything wrong. So this is not 90%. It's not 99%. It's not 90. Yo, he said a 0. Reasonable doubt is not strong enough. There's a 0% chance that they did anything wrong. So this is not 90%. It's not 99%. It's not 99.999. There's no decimals. There's no anything. It's 100%. 100.000. Nothing. They did nothing wrong. That's the problem for our opponents here, who have ruined their lives, dragged them through the mud. First Amendment, we love our First Amendment, but you don't get to lie and hurt people.
Yo, watch how the kid turned and looked at him when after he finished that bullshit. He was watch this shit, watch.
100.000.
Watch this shit.
They did nothing wrong, and that's the problem for our opponents here, who have ruined their lives, dragged them through the mud, and attacked them. You don't get to lie.
Yo, he really believes
First Amendment.
He really
we love our
believes
First
this
Amendment,
shit he's
but you don't get to lie and hurt people.
They're sitting there like,
you
he's
want to
good.
lie and it doesn't hurt people, fine. You lie and you hurt people, that's why we have defamation. And that's what this is about. So I just want to emphasize this in the strongest possible terms. Zero wrong, completely innocent, totally innocent, and categorically innocent. This in the strongest possible terms. With zero wrong, completely innocent, totally innocent, and categorically innocent. You guys have had experiences with either people threatening you online. I know that, Warren, we talked about this before, and we talked a little, or at least spoke a little bit about when you go out, you guys are getting accosted by people. Can you give us an example of an incident where you guys may have been accosted?
What does that look like when you go out? People threaten you with weapons, or people trying to physically harm you, or people having to be restrained? What kind of engagement
lead them into
is
more
happening when you
lies?
guys go out?
We went to a restaurant, a couple of buddies of mine, and when we were, I wouldn't say threatening with weapons or anything, but I felt,
Exactly. But he
and I
just
know my
said,
friends felt threat for
well,
our
he trying to
lives. I
lead
mean,
you
I
into that
don't think
storyline, son. You fucking up.
there was like a fear factor, but at the same time, like it's awkward in public, and like I say, like when we have to talk about these
Oh,
things.
it's awkward.
We went to a
It's just
restaurant
awkward for him, Officer
and
Tatum. Don't try to
someone
lead him into
came
no
up to
lies
me
and shit.
and was like, "Is this you?"
Trying to bait him
And I
in a
was kinda
line and
like
shit.
shaking
Dirty
up about it. Well,
bastard.
at first she asked like my name and like all these questions. And I
Right,
was
and
like,
that's
yeah, whatever,
weird.
you know,
People
she's
asking your fucking name.
And
That's
then
just weird.
she came up to me again and showed me our first interview and was like, "Are you sure this isn't you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's me, like obviously." And
And that was awkward.
she kind of just, I looked at my buddy and I was like, "Yeah, we're leaving. Like, close it. Like,
Yeah, man,
close
let's go.
everything out. Like,
I'm
we're
scared.
done." And
This lady asked me, "Is this me?"
And
Fucking scared to
after
death.
I left with some of my buddies that weren't involved in this at all, and they told my friends that they were gonna kill them and they wanted to fight and all this like crazy stuff. I mean, I wasn't there, but my friends
Oh,
told me this, that
he wasn't there, but shit. Just his friends telling him, scared the pants off of him. Jeez, you guys had to go through that. Oh God,
we're just crazy. Like
it's crazy.
I mean, there was people like that were, you know, outside of this telling us like, "Hey, you need to leave before something happens because I know what can go down right now."
You
Like,
know what?
Like, these people are.
We've been going through that shit for 5 zillion years. Sundown towns, nigga. Hey, you can get the fuck out of here before you get the fucking ass killed. Huh? Us. Now you haven't you feeling a little sundownish, nigga? Oh shit, you poor thing, man. God damn. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, I know it's rough. Shit, it's rough. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Welcome to our world.
We were kind of shaken up about that. It was
shaken up.
It was our first encounter as a group, and I think it's also like
a group.
That people will.
A group. First encounter as a group. It was a group of you, and you got scared. God damn. Y'all wasn't scared to jump on Nolan, though, right? Pussy.
Everything out like we're going, and I left.
Y'all wasn't scared to jump on Nolan.
After I left with some of my buddies that weren't involved.
And break his neck.
And they told my friends.
And discard his body.
And they wanted to fight and all this like crazy stuff. I mean, I wasn't there, but my friends told me.
He wasn't there. His friends told him.
What the people were saying.
And that was enough for him. Okay?
Totally, were just crazy.
Right.
I mean, there was people like that were, you know, outside of this telling us.
How do you know? You wasn't there. They was telling you what, nigga? You just said you wasn't there. So how was you? How was they telling you anything outside? You lying bastard. You just said you wasn't there. They told you about it.
There was people like that were, you know, outside of this telling us like, "Hey, you need to leave before something happens."
How do you know this and you weren't there, sir? How can you say telling us? You lying bastard. Are y'all paying attention to this shit? He just lied in real fucking time. Try this shit again. Lying motherfucker.
I left, and there was an altercation after I left with some of my buddies that weren't involved in this at all. And they told my friends that they were going to kill them and they wanted to fight and all this like crazy stuff. I mean, I wasn't there, but my friends told me this, that
you left and you weren't there. Your friends reported to you. Go ahead. Tell us more.
What the people were saying to them was like totally were just crazy. Like, I mean, there was people like that were, you know, outside of this telling us like, "Hey, you need to leave before something happens."
You left already. So how the fuck they telling you to leave if you left? Nigga. See? See what I'm saying? You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right, boy? You know we got your ass, right? You know you done fucked up. You done fucked up about 3-4 times in this goddamn story. That's just the first one I wanted to highlight.
Down right now. Like, I know that these people are crazy.
No, so, you crazy.
We all felt, we were kind of shaken.
For running your mouth like this.
It was weird because it was our first encounter as a group. And I think it's also, like, just crazy that people will, like, look at you in the eye and tell you they'll kill you because they believe you killed your best friend. You have nothing to do with it.
And Morgan and Jackson.
So now they looked at you and told you that they'd kill you. You didn't say that shit just now. You said you left, actually. And then your friends had to report to you what happened after you had left. You know what I'm saying? And then you said a whole nother lie.
Were you guys there?
Yes, we were there. I didn't hear the part where they said they were gonna kill him and stuff, but
Shot holes in that bullshit real quick. Nah, I didn't hear that shit. Looked at him like, what the fuck, bro? What do you do? Dude, you heard it, right? Dude, come on. You gotta corroborate my shit.
And Morgan and Jackson, were you guys there?
yes, we were there.
Yeah, we were there.
I
We ain't
didn't
heard
hear the
nothing.
part where they said they were gonna kill him and stuff, but she came up to him originally. She was like, "Hey, you have like TikTok or anything like that? Your face looks really familiar." And he was like, "No, I don't have TikTok, anything like that." She was like, "Oh, okay," and then walked off, and then came back with, like you said, the first interview, on her phone, and showed him. She was like, "So this isn't you. Either you have a doppelganger, or this is you." And he was like, "Well, yeah, that's me." And then we got the check, and we bounced, and we were waiting outside for everybody else to get out of there. And while we're waiting outside is whenever some of our other buddies that aren't
So
even
where
on
was the
social
lying
media, we were
bastard
just
that
there
told the
today,
first lie?
was getting told that there were other
In
people
the
going to
latrine?
kill them and all that kind of stuff.
So how did it make you guys feel? Did you think they were serious? Did you think it was just people trying to make a name for themselves by confronting you in front of others? Like, what was your take on that, Morgan?
I think it was just like I was in the general area of where one of our buddies was where this altercation happened, and I actually got into a conversation with a fellow next to me that wasn't even involved, and he told me straight up, he was like, "If I was y'all right now, I would leave before y'all get hurt. Y'all need to leave right now. I'm just watching out for y'all and making sure y'all are safe." And I mean, I wouldn't say that those people would have physically done something. And
well, the other one said they was gonna kill
They
y'all.
were playing
That's something physical, like a motherfucker.
Like just to get into your head.
But you ain't hear that. Remember? Oh yeah, that's right.
Almost like make yourself.
Because he made that shit up.
Just think these things that obviously are not true.
Right. If you could go back to the very beginning of this, how do you think this should have played out? Because I always question.
They probably shouldn't have murdered that nigga.
When I go back, what happened,
we probably shouldn't have murdered that nigga.
And you guys knew, right? I didn't know. I know none of you guys.
Yeah, we shouldn't have done that shit.
Recently.
And then we damn sure shouldn't have tried to cover it up.
Should have gone.
Yeah, we damn sure shouldn't have tried to do that.
Nolan is found deceased. How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
So first off, I wish that none of this would ever happen. I wish Nolan would still be here with us today. Right. And I wish that, like I said,
bet you do,
would ever happen. Like I wish that all this could be erased and Nolan could be here tomorrow. Exactly. I mean, that's more than exactly.
And if wishes was horses, then beggars would ride. If a wish was a fifth, all you motherfuckers would be drunk on their goddamn panel.
And another guy. That's where it first started to take off. And then also the fact that she posted a picture of me and Morgan.
Liar.
And
that was on the 5th.
And Nolan on the boat together, blasting that out there.
Lie. That was on the 5th.
Kind of, I guess. I wish that would have never happened either. And I don't think if those would never happen, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have been as viral or gone all over.
It would have just been another dead nigger in the water.
I mean, this is
go ahead, say it.
A news story that is just blown out of proportion.
Blown out of proportion.
The fact that it was our best friend and it's not what people are saying it is what hurts the most.
Oh,
I mean,
it hurt.
Our brother. I mean, straight up.
Right.
That's what I told his dad the night that he came over to my house. He was like,
okay.
Blah, blah, saying something. I was like, dude, that was my brother.
Dude, like, that was my brother.
He knows that. We were picking him up.
Dude, that was my brother, man. Your son was my brother, man. You didn't know? He didn't ever tell you? Yeah, man, he was my brother, man. Oh, he never talked about me? Oh, man. He was my brother, man.
The fact that he was our best friend and it's not what people are saying it is
best friend.
What hurts the most. I mean, that was our brother. I mean, straight up. That's what I told his dad when my buddy came over my house. He was like, well, saying something. I was like, dude, that was my brother.
His
Like,
dad
you
should
know
have
that.
beat
He
you
knows
to
that.
oblivion.
We were picking him up every
Should
single
have
day.
just lost his
He never
fucking
did.
rabbit ass mind
I
and
can't tell
beat
you
you
how
to
many times I
death.
pulled up in his
That's what
driveway
I'd have done.
and picked him up. And it wasn't him asking. It was just 'cause
Unfortunately.
that's what we did. We just picked up
I'd
Nolan
have
all the
took my
time. That's how
prosthetic
we,
leg off and
you
beat
know,
you till
came
you
about
stop
to
moving.
all the stuff that we were doing. So we'd go and pick him up. That's how much we like to be around him. We would
I'm just saying.
do stuff like that all the time, you know? Well, first off, like, I wish we would have never, like, I think about this every day. Like, I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I know this wouldn't have happened. Nolan would have
What?
be gone.
I don't understand what you just said, son.
So we'd go and pick him up. That's how much we like to be around him. We would do stuff like that all the time, you know? Well, first off, like, I wish we would have never, like, I think about this every day. Like, I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I know this wouldn't have happened.
I
Nolan would
knew
be gone.
you knew what would have happened. Wait a minute. Because I wouldn't have. Wait a minute. Let's see what the closed captions say.
I wish we would have never, like, I think about this every day. Like, I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I knew this.
Because I knew. That's what I thought you said, motherfucker. You knew what? Hey, what he knew, y'all? This is important. Hey, what the fuck did he know? This is important here. I wish we would have.
You know, came about to all the stuff that we were going to. We'd go and pick him up. That's how much we like to be around him. We would do stuff like that all the time, you know? Well, first off, like, I wish we would have never, like, I think about this every day. Like, I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I know this.
Because I knew this. I know this. What did you know? You knew what was going to happen. Joe was going to kill Nolan?
I wish we would have
all right, boom.
Never, like, I think about this every day.
Think about this every day.
I wish we would have never.
I wish we would have never
went out on the 4th of July.
Went out on the 4th of July.
Why? Because I knew this.
Because I knew this would happen. That sounds like premeditation to me. Sound like y'all took him out there to kill him. If you knew this shit was going to happen. I'm just saying.
I know this wouldn't have happened. Nolan wouldn't be gone. Like, it's just. It's
y'all
really
heard it yourselves.
Because it's like, I wish I would have done this different, or I wish I would have done that different. Because now one of my brothers like passed away. But
was that a snicker from the other one just there when he said brothers? That sounded like a fucking snicker from the one in the middle. When he said brothers.
Now one of my brothers like passed away, but
definitely was a snicker, but it wasn't the one in the middle. Let me see who that was. Oh,
you know, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life. Young guys being in college.
The fuck did I do? Hold on, y'all. Y'all heard that shit. I ain't fucking tripping. Where we at?
And then also the fact that she posted a picture of.
Nah, we're a little past that.
They dumped Nolan at the island, just left him there. Like, if.
What? Dumped Nolan at the island and just left him there.
No different than anyone else in our group. And I just wish this wasn't pushed on the media as, oh, this is a bunch of white guys that killed a black guy, or this is.
That's what it is, though. That's what it is. That's what we're dealing with. Bunch of
I know this wouldn't have happened. Nolan wouldn't be gone. And like it's really hard to think about because it's like I wish I would have done this different, or I wish I would have done that different. Because now one of my brothers wearing like
You heard the
passed away,
snicker?
but I think from the beginning, I'm glad
Somebody
that I called the
snickered on
Coast
that
Guard.
brother comment.
And I'm glad that we came together as a group, even from the first day when people started texting us things, saying, you know, crazy things. But I wish it would have been reported as a
Saying
some
crazy
type
things
of
like what? You're a murderer?
race thing. I think it's really bad that like people are pushing the narrative. Oh, this is a race thing. Well,
'Cause it
obviously
is.
it's not. I mean, this
Obviously
is
it
like
is.
a brother to us. I mean,
A brother.
no different than anyone else in the group. And I just wish this wasn't pushed on the media as, oh, this is a bunch of white guys that killed a black guy, or this is you know, like in the beginning it was like 4 guys went to a stranded island and dumped Nolan at the island, just left him there. Like from the beginning,
That's what you did.
thing, no one had facts, and they were just pushing
Yeah, the
this
killers
horrible
tell the
narrative,
truth.
all lies about everyone.
You just gotta
and
find it.
It's sick. So I wish that would have been completely different. I'm glad I called the Coast Guard. I'm glad I made the first contact with all of this. I'm glad I was the
Did
first
y'all
one
hear that?
that called Christine Wells that night.
Did y'all
and
hear
told her
that?
That we haven't heard from her son.
Did y'all hear that? He's glad he called the Coast Guard. On the CETO call, you told them you didn't need the Coast Guard. Why? Why? Because you had already talking to your friend that works at the Coast Guard. Y'all didn't know that shit, did you? Yeah, he had already made a call, like I said, from my first video of this shit. He knew somebody where he intercepted that fucking Coast Guard. Okay? Like I said from the first video. He knew somebody. And the truth came out. He called the Coast Guard. He just said he glad he called the Coast Guard, which is why he refused the Coast Guard.
I just wish this wasn't pushed on the media as, oh, this is a bunch of white guys that killed a black guy, or this is, you know, like in the beginning it was like 4 guys went to
There's more people involved in this cover up
and dumped Nolan at the island,
and shall be revealed
like,
later on.
In the beginning, it was just like this thing, and no one had facts, and they were just pushing this horrible narrative of all lies about everyone, and it's sick. So I wish that would have been completely different. I'm glad I called the Coast Guard. I'm glad I made the first contact within all of this. I'm glad I was the first one that called Christine Wells that night and told her that we haven't heard from her son. And I'm glad that I did all of that, but I hate the way it's been perceived by the media and portrayed.
You hate the way it's been figured out.
Horrible with the way the things that they said to us and done.
You feel horrible about the fact that we got some super sleuths out here on your ass.
I would change my point of view. I think we did everything right. I know we did nothing wrong. I think it's. I also want to say I think it's so funny that they took something so anti-racist and flipped it into something super racist.
Super racist.
This is the definition of anti-racism. I mean,
holy shit.
We did not look at them any different than I looked at him.
This is the definition of anti-racism.
You know, this is literally our brother. I mean, like we stated,
they're killing themselves.
Any different
with this damn statement.
We didn't treat Trayson any different. We don't treat Trayson any different.
They're killing themselves with these statements. I'm telling you.
And they just flipped it. And I just think that is so wild that they're pushing this thing that they're saying, oh, they want to end racism and all this stuff. Well, they're the one pushing it. They're pushing the racism.
Who's they?
I just think that's pretty crazy. What's your thoughts on this?
Who's they, racist?
I mean, first I want to say I just
talking about us black
wish
people.
This would have never happened. I wish Nolan would still be here with us today. And but I, in my opinion, I think that the media, they shouldn't have pushed the narrative from so early. I think that they should have let the local officials do their job, let them release statements, and then, I mean, the media is obviously going to see that and then do whatever they do. But that's what I mean. I trust the local officials.
And with what has transpired, you know, how does that dictate your response? because you have a 30,000-foot view of all of this stuff, right? You see the way that it could have went, and you see that there's people that instigated the narrative that's out there now. And as a defamation attorney, how does this navigate your tactics?
Sure. And I want to be clear about something. Tonight, I'm not going to give any particular person any more oxygen than they may have already sucked up. But I will say this.
What's been said about Morgan, Jax, and Warren, I'm not going to call them untruths or half-truths or falsehoods. I'm going to call it what it is, lies. So the first thing that's really important is we're dealing with lies and liars. We're dealing with profiteers. We're dealing with hustlers. And one thing that I've seen since I got is that Ocean Springs, Mississippi, is a really beautiful place. And the region is very beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places in the country. It sounds just like Trump. And there is just no question. The death of Nolan Wells is a horrendous tragedy. But the sound like Trump taught him how to talk. Be magnified after his death for no reason other than profit is a disgrace, or what we would call a shanda. And I had the opportunity to go to Horn Island today with Tyler, Warren, and Jax. And a lot of people who have been sucking up way more oxygen than they're entitled to have not been to the island. I'm willing to bet that a lot of the hustlers and profiteers and liars have not been to that island. And you have to go to that island. And being at the island today was revelatory. It was really illuminating. It's a very dynamic marine environment, first of all. But when you go to the island, you see instantly that what some people want to be true, what they wish to be true, they're trying to wish it to be true. They're trying to make it true through their lives. It's actually not possible. It is a very, very long and narrow barrier island. It's basically very low sand dunes. And a particular part of the island that we're dealing with, there are no trees. It's hardly any foliage, hardly any tree cover, hardly any plants, and it's wide open. And on July 4th, there were thousands of people there. There is no possible way that anyone could have committed a murder in broad daylight on a barren, windswept island that is now and was just swamped with people that day in broad daylight. It's just not possible given the natural environment. And that leads me to the next point, which is this. Once you know what the timeline is, when you combine the timeline with the actual dynamics of the island itself, all of the lies completely unravel. Because it is impossible, and here's why. Morgan, Warren, and Jax left the island at about 4:30 p.m. That's it. They were gone. That is not a debate, so that's a fact. They were gone. And at that time, still alive. Now, I'm not going to name them out of respect to their privacy, but just as one example, there are two very fine, upstanding members of the Ocean Springs community who saw Nolan Wells at about 10 minutes to 6 p.m. So about an hour and a half after these fine young men had left the island, they were gone to the party. Nolan Wells was fine young men. And these two witnesses, two very reliable, very upstanding members of the community, they saw Nolan. And they've known Nolan for years. There's no chance that they made a mistake. And by the way, this can be corroborated through other evidence, other eyewitness accounts. And that's before we get into everything else about the situation.
And when I look at this, I feel like there's levels of defamation and areas of defamation. story to tell, your story to litigate. But which areas are the most egregious that you are going to go
Egregious.
after, or that you guys also
Egregious.
areas where people have taken
I think this
situation
fucking
and
interview
realized
is
one
egregious.
day
This
that
whole
phone call.
interview is egregious.
What is your thoughts on that phone call to Cito? Some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created the transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it. So what are your thoughts first, guys, on the audio? And then
No integrity to it.
The way it was produced. So what do you guys think about that audio? What's going on, y'all? I hope that you enjoyed the interview. If you did, we have part.
Hey, listen, man. This shit right here is crazy. I ain't trying to hold you, man. This shit is nuts.
First news first. Nolan Wells, 18 years old, one island, one boat. Too many questions, and now the boys have spoken. Officer Tatum got the interview. LaKeysha Keysha raising questions about the phone. But tonight, we ain't convicted nobody through YouTube. We following receipts. Run the video. Sorry for your love. Let the evidence testify. Who in the phone when the boat went by? Who touched it last? Tell me when and why. For your love. From the timeline side by side, text and the GPS
Phone don't lie.
Phone got time stops, phone got calls, phone may hold pieces that somebody don't recall. Pictures got metadata, messages got time, GPS may help reconstruct a portion of the line. But BishopLo telling you, don't jump ahead, missing information doesn't prove that something was deleted. You need forensic examination, you need evidence preserved, because Nolan and his family deserve more than somebody's word. Ha! Yeah! Who's on the line? Find the witness. What do we follow? The evidence. This ain't team Jennifer, this ain't team Trump, this ain't about creators trying to make the numbers jump. This ain't team LaKeysha, this ain't team Lo. There's an 18-year-old young man in the center of the show. His name is Nolan Wells. Say his name and understand the purpose. If investigation isn't finding who to blame, the purpose is finding evidence and proving that evidence shows. You follow recollections, even when you don't like what it shows. Yeah. Somewhere between the island and the water that night. Somewhere between the boat and the fading daylight. Somewhere between the memories and everything they say. There's a factual timeline of what happened and so preserve every record, interview every source, follow every legitimate lead to its natural course. Don't manufacture villains, don't manufacture lies. Let the evidence testify. So the phone don't lie. Let the evidence testify. Who had the phone when the boat went by? Who touched it last? Tell me when and why. The phone don't lie. Put the timeline side by side. Text on the GPS. Let the record decide. We don't need rumors when the truth can testify. So the phone don't lie. No rumors to lie. So the phone don't lie. Put the timeline right.
The phone don't lie. Thank you all for stopping by this evening. Both of y'all niggas. I thank both of y'all for stopping by. My closing commentary and then we out.
Family, as we close tonight, I have to call this interview exactly as I saw it. Officer Tatum did not uncover the truth. He appeared to lead these young men into a storyline they could not consistently follow. This did not feel like an independent, fact-seeking interview. It felt like a narrative was being constructed in real time. Instead of asking open-ended questions and allowing the boys to explain what happened in their own words, Tatum repeatedly seemed to supply the direction, offer possible explanations, and guide them toward answers that supported a predetermined conclusion. Here is the problem. When somebody hands you a storyline instead of letting you tell the truth naturally, you must remember every part of that storyline. You must remember who said what, when it happened, where everybody was, and how each detail connects to the physical evidence. And these boys could not keep the story together. The more the interview continued, the more the inconsistencies appeared. One answer created another question. One explanation seemed to require another explanation. Details did not flow naturally because, in my opinion, they were trying to follow the road Officer Tatum was paving for them. That is not how a credible investigation should work. A responsible interviewer does not feed witnesses the answers. You separate them. You ask each person the same open-ended questions independently. You establish a timeline. You challenge contradictions. You compare their statements with phone records, videos, witness testimony, physical evidence, and official documentation. You do not rescue somebody every time their answer begins falling apart. When these young men appeared uncertain, Officer Tatum seemed to step in and help prepare the narrative. When the account began drifting, he redirected it. When there were obvious opportunities to challenge what was being said, he often appeared more interested in keeping the storyline moving than testing whether it could survive scrutiny. That may produce a compelling YouTube video, but it does not produce reliable answers. And let me be clear, this is my analysis of the interview, not a legal declaration that anyone committed a crime. Guilt or innocence must be determined through verified evidence and a lawful investigation. The public has every right to scrutinize an interview that appears leading, protective, and designed to establish a particular narrative. Officer Tatum is a former police officer. He understands, or should understand, the dangers of contaminating a witness's account. He knows the difference between asking, "Tell me exactly what happened," and asking questions that effectively suggest what the answer should be. Once you begin introducing facts, theories, and explanations into a witness's account, it becomes difficult to determine which details came from the witness's actual memory and which details were adopted from the interviewer. That is why this interview did not resolve the questions for me. It created more of them. Whose account were we actually hearing? The boy's account, or Officer Tatum's storyline spoken through them? Why were certain contradictions not aggressively challenged? Why did he appear to help them when their explanations became difficult to follow? Why was there more effort to defend a narrative than to independently verify it? And how does any of this align with the objective evidence, including the timeline, digital records, witness statements, and the questions surrounding Nolan Wells' phone? Because that phone does not care about popularity. Metadata does not care about a YouTube platform. Location records do not care about political affiliations. Messages, photographs, timestamps, call logs, and properly authenticated digital evidence do not change their stories to satisfy an interviewer. The evidence must speak. Nolan Wells deserves more than a coached-looking conversation. His family deserves more than a polished storyline. The public deserves more than answers that collapse the moment nobody is available to guide the speaker back onto the script. If these young men are telling the truth, their individual accounts should withstand serious, independent examination. Their statements should align with the evidence without filling in blanks, suggesting explanations, or building bridges across their contradictions. Truth should not need a tour guide. Truth does not need somebody sitting beside it, correcting its direction every time it gets lost. Truth may be painful. Truth may be complicated. But truth remains consistent when it is questioned from every direction. What I witnessed was not a storyline becoming stronger. I witnessed a storyline struggling to remain standing, and an interviewer repeatedly appearing to hold it up. So no, this interview did not close the case. It did not silence the questions, and it certainly did not establish the truth. If anything, it demonstrated why this matter requires a thorough, independent investigation conducted by people who are committed to following the evidence, not protecting a theory, defending personalities, or producing content. We will continue examining the inconsistencies. We will continue comparing every statement with the timeline. We will continue following the evidence surrounding Nolan's phone. We will continue asking the questions Officer Tatum either failed or refused to ask. Because here in the truth sector, we do not accept a storyline simply because somebody with a large platform repeats it. We inspect it. We challenge it.
We dissect that shit.
And if that storyline cannot withstand the evidence, then Babylon must come down. This is
Babylon must come tumbling down.
Undisputed champion of the truth sector. We don't follow manufactured narratives. We follow facts. We don't help stories survive. We test whether they deserve to survive. And when a story needs this much assistance just to remain standing, somebody needs to ask what happens when the evidence finally removes the crutches. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and protect your peace and energy at all costs. Blessings.